ladies and gentlemen, to Disney Dungeons and Dragons. I'm your Dungeon Master, August Schmidt, and with me, as always, at this time of the week, is our wonderful Lost Ones, including a new guest star. Say hello, everyone.
Hello, everyone.
And we'll get to your introduction in just half a moment, you know. But again, it's good to see you all. It's good to see people. When you join the chat, let us know. Wow, man, it's been a crazy time. What didn't happen last time? After your defeat of the pirate Davy Jones and sailing back towards Sumani City, the realization and information being gained that the Meridian has the ability to travel through the Astral Sea, and with some crazy group participation in checks, Barbosa, you were able to dip in and out, helping circumvent a lot of time. But by doing so, and through some carefully planned domestic terrorism amongst our follower groups, you guys had a bit of a random encounter with Captain Flint, who, while appearing, made Nick Wilde and Andrew fight to the death on who could keep Andrew. But Flint introduced this man as one named Hans, which, through some successful history checks and all you, this is an old disgraced prince who once tried to murder a queen in her own kingdom in this like horrifying coup, but was circumvented and had kind of dropped off everyone's radar for the past 4 to 6 years.
46 years.
46 years. 4 to 6 years. As you all, again, sailing back, learning this information, you brought Andrew tied up through careful Nick Wilde. You were able to put your sleep dart into your sword using that poison ears kit. Getting him in the cell, though, Andrew waking extremely terrified, showing you his slave mark on his collarbone, this engraved rune, and telling you have to let go, that you're now in danger. Hades is after him, is what he was able to get out. He is in a full-blown panic, as you can see. And Gusteau, one of the last things you heard is a bit of a sending that you're and Mike's bit of a side project to get a helper for the ship, that Merlin was getting pretty close, and you see this giant golem appear on the deck. But, of course, before realizing anything else, Gusteau, you got hit for quite a bit of damage. You are now at 38 hit points there, my friend, as this creature's claws slash down and through.
I don't think it's our iron golem.
And as the ship is sailing into Sumani, I would like everyone here to roll me initiative.
Woo!
Here we go.
In fact, slap him.
Okay,
Hans, at least.
Okay. You did slap.
If anybody needs
With
a
a little,
dice tray, I got
that's
this.
it.
There are also dice trays on the table.
Oh yes,
Oh,
dice trays on the
excellent.
table.
Okay.
If anyone needs stuff.
That is a dirty 20 for me.
Hey.
Dang it, I got
It's a
one higher
35
than
for me.
One sec.
All right, here we go.
The one
So,
time I want to roll lower than someone, I roll higher than them.
going through a bit of an alphabetical, just Gusteau.
That's
No,
a
I
nat
have to
one.
use the spell slot.
Ah.
Where's your
Modified 2.
Oh, modified too, of course. Phoebus,
21.
21. Esmerella,
I got a 14.
14. Barbosa,
dirty 20.
dirty 20. Mike Wazowski. So good, you're good. Nick Wild,
Big 5.
big old 5, good 5. Is that also a nat 1?
Yeah.
Yo, I'm so sorry.
Oh, of course.
Here we go. Wazowski.
Honestly, the only things I
14.
really need to grab from there.
Here we go.
Hey, you were
Probably
there
what I have.
the
You want to stay there?
Twitters.
We have chairs too. Sorry, if you guys need other chairs, we have stuff so you don't have to like,
yeah, let's
stand
do you
or
want a
sit
chair?
awkwardly. We've got stuff. Let's get
Get
people seats up. That
Oh,
way. Here we go. I'm gonna make some rolls for Hans and the creature that has appeared. Wow, that was crazy good.
You might have set this here.
Got 8.
Got it?
Good stuff.
localized
Go.
location.
And
That's colloquial redundancy.
here we go. And Elza, while your character's not yet been named or introduced, what did you get for your initiative?
Well, but Merida knows it up now.
Oh, you're totally good.
Does she really? She no longer attached?
Well, it's not that she's no longer attached, but she's asking questions now.
Well,
There
yeah.
we go.
Merida, because you guys sent her that message, and she's like, I'm sorry, what we
Oh,
who
yeah.
now?
And we're
So
just like,
we
oh
had a
yeah,
whole
your
big thing
boyfriend's
on
a known
Sunday.
criminal.
Yeah.
Alright.
Well, you worship a terrorist.
Shut
Got a
up,
6.
6. Excellent.
She
She's
is.
just an aggressive pacifist.
No, your goddess is a
an
terrorist.
aggressively
that's-
terroristic pacifist
That's-
god.
That's
the
not
hundreds
how
of
it
people
works.
she's
We're not
looking
worried
at
about that,
would
though,
say
right now.
otherwise.
Yep.
As
Were they bad
this
guys?
initiative
No, they were just the
I mean, if
normal
you listen
people.
begin,
It was as a distraction.
it's got an insane initiative. You guys see,
Still ever falls.
starting first in this initiative. Oh, and of course, let me send it out so you guys can see the initiative tracker. Here we go. Copy that to clipboard. Yeah, it's one of those links that we should be able to send off quick.
Cool.
Here we go. In the chat, you guys are seeing this. And of course, for those in chat as well, we got an aloha from Hawaii from actually one of our players. James says hello, as well as anyone else jumping in chat. If you guys want to,
Hawaii?
if you guys want
course he
to
is.
keep
The
track,
book can go wherever
here's
you want.
actually something. I trust
Oh,
chat right now.
that's
Here's something new to this initiative tracker. You guys can propose damage and healing rolls. So if your character does damage, you can actually propose it. I, of course, can veto it. Like, if you're saying, I gain 100 hit points. No. But it helps if you're doing healing, damage, or anything big during the combat, where you can actually plug it in now to the enemies you do it to, and I'll just help update it through my main goal. Except 1,000 damage to Andrew? No. See, that's one of those things I can
kinda wanna keep
immediately
him.
say no. But I don't know which of you
My
did that,
favorite is
so
skin pet.
we'll see.
Yeah. Skin
We
run
have
as well.
to seduce
Oh!
him so that he
That's way
stops
worse.
going after Merida.
Yes. So we actually begin this initiative
Send him
And
on.
with the man known as Hans or Andrew or however he is presenting himself. You see,
Andrew Hansfield.
those of you
Andrew
below
Garfield.
deck, and which we quickly zoom on down in, the four of you down here. So Mike, Nick, Phoebus, Esmeralda. You're noticing that this guy is looking crazed in his eyes. You also just watch the rune on his collarbone burns and sizzles with black necrotic energy that veins throughout his arms as he drops to his knees. And he looks like he just maybe went out. To which
Well, that
I'll
can't be good.
update his point. Andrew is now at 0.
After all that healing,
After all that healing, he starting something is causing him damage, but you don't know what right
Do you
now.
think it's gonna continue to damage him while he's passed out, or can we just leave him?
You'll have to figure that out soon. But with that being said, Phoebus, you then start your turn. So you see Andrew just drops to his knees in the cage. You guys did do some healing, but the healing is almost immediately eradicated as on his turn, something has just burned magically on him.
Do anything else other than this going on right in front of us?
You hear something big has just come up on deck, but you don't hear anything yet as Gusto and Barbosa have yet to act in the initiative, so it's like that something has just happened, so it's that like big sounds
Alright,
up
well,
above.
focus down here on this. I'm
Okay.
going to, I don't have it prepared. I can't do that. Never mind.
Ah.
I will, yeah, I'm going to look at Esmeralda and be like, make sure he doesn't die.
Dang it.
I'm going to go look upstairs. I just heard something, and I will
hate
walk
playing
up the
nurse.
stairs.
Excellent.
You're good at it.
No, I'm not.
Yes, you are.
30, circumventing the corners. Yes, so you run around the other wall, Phoebus. You're going to start heading up the staircases to see what's going on. That was just your move. You can dash or action stuff.
I will, because I heard something, but I haven't heard anything else yet.
True, yeah.
So I will, I guess, cast. I'll cast message as my action
Excellent.
up to Mike. And was Mike up there?
Oh, no, Mike's down here
Sorry.
with you.
To Gusto. Is everything all right up there?
Oh.
And in that case, I am going to just go to the telekinetic, shove myself up the stairs.
Just
to
excellent.
the skies!
Boom! You start pushing yourself up. Boom, boom. As you make it onto this top deck area, Phoebus, you now see this large gargoylean behemoth that has just slashed. The armor that Gusto is wearing has suddenly, like, it's not like a perfect rip, but the puppety Gusto form looks back. Thank you, Sunseen, for the follow. Of course, 2 more follows. Another person is going to be encountered. So let's see what we can get tonight. Phoebus, this is what you now see up above.
You should have shouted or something when that happened.
What are you
And I'm
supposed
gonna
to say?
action surge, and I'm gonna
Excellent.
cast blink.
I'm just
Ooh, excellent.
What are you
Alright.
supposed to
You
shout?
cast blink. I
Help!
can actually move
Tall
you
gargoyle will
up
help
another
Me.
level.
Help me!
And then I will end
No,
my turn and roll
not
a
many
d20.
people respond
See if
to
I
help. You
blink
gotta
into
say
the ethereal plane.
Yes,
That's
please do.
That's a 12, so yes, I do in fact vanish into the ethereal plane.
You guys watch as boom, 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 boom.
There could be
Phoebus
ethereal
has
stuff watching us.
disappeared from view, and it's kind of that very anime lines across his body as he disappears. Phoebus, excellent turn running up seeing this. Barbosa, that makes your turn next. This demon has just appeared
Okay.
and attacked.
How far are we from port? How far are we from the mainland? And is it still in an enough position that we could sail through it?
Meridian's coming into port fast. Again, using the ethereal, the astral sea, you were able to cut a lot of time. You're looking at, though, about 30 seconds before you are what we would call in port.
Got
where,
it.
like, a docking ship would come up to greet you. So it's that, like, about 5
What do you-
rounds
what did you
worth of combat before, like, anything could happen from a mainland perspective.
5 rounds and 1 round for docking.
Hey, Terra Ski started following. Thank you for the
Yes!
follow. Oh, we'll see
Like
what
that.
happens.
Stop
I love it.
This wasn't me.
Keep it up.
This wasn't any of our players.
We do.
Let's-
I agree. Let's do
Let's
it.
see what happens. Another person
Ellen
random
Howard.
card.
Things can move.
No, these are random people. Thanks for following, gang.
Another one.
Join the chat. So yes, Barbosa, it's that innate knowledge of like we're about 30 seconds from getting to a port. This thing has just appeared, and you saw Phoebus come up. What would you like to do?
Could I dock the ship now, or what? What I'm saying, would it be more sense to control the ship or kill this thing?
You would have, because you would need to be at the helm at about rounds 4 or 5, so to speak, before docking. Because that's where it's like, okay, start like drifting the ship in, slowing it down. Right now,
Okay.
because again, the unseen servants of the ship are working overtime because it was that
Okay.
like go, go, go.
Fun fact.
So you could step away from the helm for like a good 2 to 3 rounds to do stuff.
Got it. Fun fact, action surge applies to bonus action.
It does?
Yeah, I checked something in there.
Really?
It said
It's a bonus action to use, but I don't think
No,
it'll
it's not a
reach-
No,
bonus
it's not
action
an
to
action to
use.
use at all.
It's
a free
action.
It's a free action. I will just do a quick look because this is important to
You can
know.
take an additional action.
Yes, additional
Yeah,
action.
no,
not,
bonus.
not
Oh,
an
I thought
additional-
the bonus action was an additional.
No.
Bonus action is
Got
not
it.
an action.
Then I am instead going to
Very different
cast
thing.
Shadow Blade
Gotcha.
and attack. Shadow Blade says it returns to my hand. Could I throw it behind this thing and try to cut its wings off?
Ooh, so trying. That may be a much harder attack roll because you're not only trying to hit it, you're trying to do something.
I'm trying to hit the wings at
Trying to do
least.
it on
So
the back.
you're
I didn't
If you want to throw it
Exactly.
at the wings, definitely. Go
Exactly,
ahead,
the
roll an
wings to
attack
cut them off.
to start trying to do damage just to the wings, right? If this thing is working.
Okay. That is with modifier
Be better next time.
8,
That's my team.
21.
Your 21 hits this creature.
Will
Boom.
not TBK.
Shadow Blade adds. Do I have enough dice for this?
I was gonna say because you're doing your normal damage. This damn. Here's what you need to know, Barbosa.
Yeah.
As your sword hits,
You can't.
you realize that hits this stone creature, and all that psychic damage does nothing.
She's immune to psychic?
She's made
Yes,
out of
as
stone.
another player
Stone
messaged
secret
me this
weapon
who
with
didn't
secret
metagame,
words
thank
will
you
never
for everyone who kept that secret.
Out of
This
curiosity.
creature, unfortunately, is immune to psychic damage.
How dare
as
you.
it's technically a construct
Out
of...
of curiosity, are
Yes.
they within 60 feet of me?
Hold on. Is
You
it
guys
dim
said
light?
60 feet of you?
Are we in
Yes,
dim?
actually.
Perfect, then I can still see it through the.
I have a question. Are we in
Yes.
dim light?
This is technically almost dim light now, as the sun has set, but again, think in about a minute or two it would be dim lighting as
For sake
shadows
of spell abilities?
Oh, for sake of
Because I get advantage on attack rolls in dim light with Shadow Blade.
With the shadow.
with the shadow
Isn't
blade.
it psychic
Which it's
damage?
immune.
But it's
no,
immune
just with the blade itself.
with the blade itself.
So-
The shadow blade, which if you do it on the blade, you're using the shadow blade to deal damage instead
Exactly.
of the actual sword.
So that's where
Because
it's
that would be cheap.
right now.
Okay.
And I will say, I'm not going to be that mean to you. You have an action surge? Yeah, I'm not going to do it. But it was that on your first attack, the Shadow Blade becoming psychic damage, all immune. As this creature kind of like watches the sword clink off of its wing and looks at you, and her eyes just narrow.
Craigie! Okay, I have literally nothing else I can do.
Barbosa, the fighter with his trick, goes, "Oh no!"
I am useless
that's
except
also
my
my
Glock, so I'm just gonna stay at the help and be like, "Help,
Cannons.
guys!"
Awesome.
You don't have
the
a regular sword?
on the end of the
I
turn,
do,
you will then keeping your
But
Bane
it
action for
swaps
this.
out all sword damage for psychic.
Because it's a
So
good
you can
trick,
cancel the spell.
but
as it is
Oh yeah, I
concentration.
am dropping the spell,
Yeah,
but
you
I'm
can
not gonna
drop it.
action search. I'm
Yeah.
saving that for something in
call your
store.
sword back, drop the spell, because like, well, that's not working. Excellent. Barbosa, you stay at the helm.
Like,
That
help
now
now,
makes
gargoyle, please.
this creature's turn. You see the
Frick.
clawed hand that she used to slash at Gusteau. She is now going to take it, and she is going to attack Gusteau again.
Don't let her get the ring.
Because she has two.
Don't let her get the brushes.
That is
Wait.
going to be a hit on you,
He could
Gusteau.
possess her though.
You are going to take
Gusteau, would you like to be made out of stone?
Yeah.
Gustone?
23 points of slashing damage.
Okay, I'm gonna
Gusto,
use
is that
my
Japanese?
reaction to negate 9 points of that.
Excellent. So out of that, you're only taking 14 there, Gusteau. Well done. But still, in that 14,
20 now.
you are at 24 points of damage, Gusteau,
Ah,
as she slashes you through, and before she makes another attack, she just kind of holds up her hand, just yield the prisoner, and I only kill some of you.
This is a really high threat
That's a
count
really
outfit.
bad-
I have
That's a
no
really bad
idea how
deal.
to fix it.
Great answer.
Gusteau, listen,
just cut
as
it
this
off,
creature,
give it to her, and
and yes, welcome to
just
the
out.
chat.
Probably
We're
not.
having a good night tonight as this
Here,
creature,
I
you
never
see
did
her
that.
eyes narrow,
That's
just
how you do. That's great.
so be it. She
What's going on
turns,
with Revivify?
is going to
Let's
kind of move
negotiate.
around,
I also have it in
and
the story.
at
So
you,
dark, but yeah,
she is going to
weird.
make her next attack to try to grapple you, Barbosa, to take you away from the helm.
Okay.
As it's kind of that like she's using a claw, trying to grab your head and like yank you back. So it's going to be that opposed strength.
Would you say it's an athletics?
Yes, it's an athletic based thing
What'd
to
you
just not
say?
get ripped apart. Hey, that's decent.
That is a 19. I bet it doesn't
Synthetic
beat.
20. As boom, Barbosa, you are grappled with one of her claws as it brings you back. No damage being dealt, but she is one arm just ripping you away from the helm. This giant creature or large creature, and is gonna make sure you don't keep doing stuff.
Oh, I won't do stuff to the ship. We have other
Let's see.
people who can do that. I'm
That
gonna do
was
stuff
for
to
guys.
her.
So that is going to be her turn. Mike, you are down below deck. You see this happening. As you do so, what would you like to do?
There we go. So can I see this through the grate?
A little bit. What you actually see is Phoebus runs around to the deck, immediately just like, why didn't you yell? He blinks out, and you kind of see Phoebus and a little bit moving up. So now you understand there's a battle because there's a lot of big movement happening.
Alrighty.
But specifically through the grate is you're more looking right up, and it's like you're seeing the edge of the helm. You actually, what you see is Barbosa just gets yanked back.
Yeah.
Freaking
Giant claw around his head, right? So that's what that you see right there.
Cool. I'm going to then just book it up.
Why am I being stuck babysitting?
And so,
He's already down.
Mike, he is down.
Fix him.
Mike, you run up. You actually make it on your movement just basically right where Phoebus disappeared from kind of what you saw around the corner. So that's just your movement, just because, you know, you're a little bit slower as a smaller creature,
Yeah.
technically.
Was that a PNG of Michael Sarah?
Wait, what?
Yeah. The one with the red hair.
Oh,
orange
no,
outfit.
that's Hans Andrew. Fun
Ah,
fact,
wait,
when you
sorry.
take Andrew Garfield's face and put it over Hans from Frozen, you get that face.
It looks like Michael Sarah.
So yes, Mike, you leave this and make it, and you're almost up the stairs now.
Yeah. She's immune to psychic.
Yeah.
It's immune to psychic.
I don't like that it replaces all the damage. I just need that return property.
Oh, is
I would have been looking last time.
I'm gonna give a minus bardic
Ooh,
to her,
excellent.
and then wait.
So yeah, she'll minus 10 from her next check or roll. That's pretty good. Yeah, that's good.
Very helpful.
Jeez.
Good. Yeah, bonus action to minus that.
Okay, in that case.
Yeah, and then can I just use the rest of my action because I don't have anything that I can fight.
Kind of like 5.
Yeah.
I like this for the rest.
So yes, Mike, ripping around the edge of the deck, starting to run as fast as you can upwards, and boom, minus Bardic to her.
Hey, ugly!
As you do this, we cut down Esmeralda. You and Nick Wilde are now the last ones below deck. Nick, I think
I'm working on it.
your board, I think, is actually, I can't remember where you last put it. That was something I was going to ask you. Because I don't think you brought it with you below deck. Because it was that like, oh, let's just
I'd
bring
probably leave it in the forge.
Right, in the workshop area. Cool. Just making sure. Esmeralda, you see, Hans has just dropped to his knees and passed out. Mike and Phoebus run up. What would you like to do?
Do I have to heal him?
If
I
he
can't
dies,
talk. I mean,
I'm
you
gonna
can't
freaking
play.
lose it.
Oh,
Nick Wild looking at this
why?
body. Just, no! I spent so
I
much
just
time.
got you back!
I did so much to do this.
We have 10
Let me
days.
have my slave.
He's my slave!
Yikes.
We got 10 days.
Got the man.
If he dies, we have 10 days.
Spare the dying.
Excellent.
Let's go.
Spare the dying is
Wasting
going to
any
be.
spell slots on this
Yeah.
fricker.
You're
He's
only
not-
worth the cantrip. Boom! Spare the dying on him. Excellent.
And now I'm gonna bonus action dash up to this top.
Excellent. 10, 5. That's going to easily help get you up there. And so you go. You actually almost are right behind Mike. Yeah, only about 10 feet as
Yep.
you kind of reach in the bars. You press and see that silver moon appear over Hans. You know that he's not going to die, but he
fine.
will be passed out and in pain.
That's fine.
That's fine. It's
I don't
Hans.
Honestly,
He traumatized the 2012s, and you, you are running up successfully, to which we cut completely away from this battle.
What is it with Hans and redheads, anyways?
As we are sitting on the edge of the dock, and when the music starts, you're all just conditioned.
sorry. This.
How do I describe the scene? It is
The outfit
evening.
now.
Sumani City.
Yes.
The fishermen have already come in, like a lot of big docks. But we see a figure is moving along the docks. To which I want to say, how's that? Go and introduce your character to the party.
Got it.
So,
How tall?
7-foot frame.
Definitely.
Yes!
That was good. Yeah.
Bring it.
A very awkward looking, scrawny fellow with long curly hair and green ponchos, walking along, fidgeting a lot.
I love
Yes.
this so much.
I love this.
The serotonin boost this brought me.
This is, all of us are like, oh, this is great.
I didn't even hear the music because everyone started screaming.
Oh yeah. Here's what we're gonna do.
I knew ahead of time.
Quickly cutting over to a small portion of the docks. Let me unhide your character there. Here we go. Bruno, as you are
That's a
walking
sexy
along the
model.
docks, you are, shall we say, like that man on a mission. You got a weird dream. And of course your visions are always terrifying. But rather you saw what looked to be a group of people fighting some sort of giant scaly lizard. And this small green goblin being eaten alive while people are being mown down by these weird lizards. And then you saw a ship. And that's about it, right? It's that like and there's the ship, and so
He's talking about the
I
Green
actually would
Goblin
love you to make. This is a role we've made before in Disney D&D. It's called a divination check. It'll be using your intelligence, and unfortunately, you're not too proficient in it yet. It's something you're probably still working on. So go ahead, use your initiative modifier for that
you're not.
D20 roll. It's great. You gotta love it.
Hey, August.
Don't you dare. No.
With your
No, no,
knowledge,
no.
that's
Can I pull him out?
Yes.
Okay, so 21.
I'm gonna keep
21.
this bag right here.
Oh, I hate
It's
that.
weird.
I love it, but I hate it.
How should I say this?
Gone for a reason.
Here's what you know, Bruno. As the
Well,
world has been
mostly.
changing, again, stories of demons everywhere and the seas have flooded, making these new lands. There's a lot you don't understand about the world, especially when it comes to your visions. But when your countryside town, like, you're not too far away from this more bigger metropolis of Sumani, and so you're like, ships can mean ships, and this vision looked terrible. At the end of it, the world was on fire. Like, there was a lot of weird stakes involved here. And so it's that, like, what do I do with it? Well, this leads you to the ship, because it's like, I guess I'll try this, figure out what's going on. Looking at the shipyard, again, a lot of empty ships. The seagulls are cawing. Again, a lot of commotion has died down as most people are going home. But you can't help but notice as a tiny gnomish man runs by you. You actually speak gnomish. This is amazing. This gnome man walking by, or running by, just screams like, "What in the same hell do they think they're doing?" You see, he's running towards a ship, and you see a full galleon is on a dead set course to ram into the docks here. And so you feel like, hey, that's not good. And on a 21 on that divinatory, that does seem to be the ship from your vision. You see this gnome is getting in his own little schooner, right? This kind of ship, it can move fast, but it's like 8 feet wide, maybe 8 feet long. It's more like a circle-ish little, like, bobbing in the water. So this will get there, but you assume the ship might also get here soon, too. I don't know. Is there anything you would want to do on your official turn? Like, you do have that opportunity. Not sure, though. I should go.
I don't know why this just fills me with so much pure joy.
I'm just going to breathe, look at the ship, look at the gnome, and just yell, okay, I'm coming!
You see this gnome,
And jump on.
you jump in. The gnome is sitting on his boat and is untying the last knot. What are you doing?
Gonna help.
Oh, what? The boat's already puttering us again. He had it on that. He's like, what? No, you're a civilian. I'm sorry. You can't be. This is official water business. There's a big old ship. Sir, I'm going to have to ask you. Oh, no, we've already left the docks. You and this gnome puttering along towards this still fast approaching galleon that is now raising alarms from the watch. As this, in fact, bro, you fall in this boat. And we cut back as you travel towards this ship. We cut back onto the ship. That makes Nick Wild's turn. Nick Wild, that is you, my friend. So, Spread of the Dying has happened. Everyone's running up. Is there anything you would like to do?
Point at him. Don't die. I'm gonna move 30 feet up. And so because Gusto's a freaking G, how far can I throw my rapier?
Pretty far. Here, let's get an actual.
It's
Can't
still only
bonus
a plus
action dash.
5,
I know, but I want to use my bonus action to maybe activate my board.
Yes.
Have
So
it
I
come
want
up
to
meet
throw
you.
and then go activate it. Like, I want to throw it as soon as I come up and then use the rest of my movement to get to my board.
Yes, 50. So you could get up here, just doing a quick 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60. With it being 60, with what Gusto did, that would be in your range, as this is a 60-80. It's not great, right? You really don't have a long range, but you have a good ways you can throw it, with it being able to come back, of course. So yeah, you make it up. I actually would say you'll use just a little bit less movement, getting perfectly on deck. But with that, you are in range of this creature.
And then, am I gonna be able to go back and activate my board with the rest of my movement?
Yes, with the rest of your movement, you'll get probably up very close.
All right, and then I'm gonna throw my sword.
Throw it.
Does a 28 hit?
28. Yeah, I think it hits.
Hold on, would that hit near the hand that's holding me?
No.
Rats.
This is like throwing it at a creature because
Fair
she
enough.
has more drug you to the side, just making sure you're not at the helm.
So she's released me.
No.
Rats.
Like, no.
Like, why?
Nice try.
I'm
Don't
always
worry, it's gonna
watching.
get worse.
I used to be able to shoot her voice.
Ooh, are
I'm
you
watching you, my
smiting
voice.
into this?
No, just 26.
Just 26. Still, 26 points of damage. This being magical, again, thanks to Gusto and Hephaestus.
You didn't
Boom,
find
boom.
that boy
The
last
sword
night.
sticks in. You actually see it's that of like rock and dirt as it drives into her chest. No blood comes out. As you see, she just looks down with her free hand, just rips out, just kind of flicks it away like a toothpick.
Guys, I don't know about this.
Like, it looks like it hurt her, but it more is an annoyed. She doesn't look like she's like, okay, pain, whatever.
That was a good
I remember
throw.
those
She
times.
kind of like
That-
brushed it off.
I remember those times back when I had the curse for the first time.
All right, Nick, you are now taking the rest of your
Oh,
movement.
yikes. Back when I had the curse for the
Plus
first time.
bonus action dash. Do you want, or you could bonus action.
Bonus action to activate it.
Yes.
If not, I will use my
Let's
bonus
see.
action to dash to it, and then bonus
I
action
think
to activate it.
using the rest, you're getting there. You're actually still about like 30 feet away from the forges, unfortunately.
I'll bonus action dash to it.
Cool. Bonus action, voop, dash on in, as you and your board are directly in the forge.
Amen.
So you see the board's here. So yeah, on your next turn, it's easy enough to jump on, bonus action, activate it, as that's going to give you a lot of movement. Here we go. At the end of the turn order, we do have Gusto. She has just ripped into you, grabbed Barbosa. What would you like to do?
Before I do anything else, I want to just ask her, like, hey, real quick, how much are they paying you?
You see, she goes, I do this for the pleasure.
Oh, cool. Would you like to do it for the pleasure of fighting against Hades, and we'll give you a shit ton of money, too?
What good will money do me in the world Hades offers?
No, I'm saying fight against Hades, and you have the pleasure of fighting, and we'll give you money.
Fight against Hades, get insequential gold, die, or do what I like doing, don't die, and get to kill you all.
Sounds pleasureful to me.
I don't know, it's kind of based.
Alright, and then I'm gonna cast, actually I'm gonna...
Clever, just see like, hey, maybe you could buy her out. Yeah.
I'm gonna take... I'm banking on her having a 10-foot reach. I'm gonna move just to the other side of her so she can't... So I'm 15 feet away from Barbosa, and I'm gonna cast Thunder Wave.
So like right there.
No, other side, so I'm 15
Oh.
feet away from him.
Like
so that way
here.
I'm not hurt.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay.
If she has 10-foot reach... Or, well, yeah, we'll see if she takes a reaction.
She does have a 10-foot reach. So no opportunity attacks, well, carefully plotted.
Nice.
She's got a, yeah, she can just, she's big.
But that
Okay.
is helpful.
So she needs to make a saving throw, Constitution saving throw.
Yes, she does.
17.
All right, here we go. She has a DC con. She's got a decent enough con, though. Synthetic 16. She failed.
Wait, minus 10.
No, you don't even need it.
Don't even need it. You can keep that, because again, you're fun bar until it
She takes
happens.
10 points of damage and is pushed 10 feet away. And I don't know if the rules are if somebody who's being grappled gets moved against it, but like they let go of the grapple.
It is moved against their will.
Yes.
Because she has grappled him and is a larger
So he
creature,
just moves
he'll
with
move
her.
with.
Okay.
If she was a medium creature, it might have the opportunity to like reach against. Here we go. So you're pushing her like left, more that way,
Uh-huh.
Into the
And then, oh, let me double check something real quick. Right.
because that will push. Dang.
Yeah, and then I'm
so
just gonna
close.
second wind and just like, and I like squeeze really hard, and a couple of the ribbons stitch themselves back up.
Ooh, second.
Excellent. And go ahead. You can heal yourself, of course, on the initiative tracker. That being said, we are to the bottom of the initiative. The Meridian has no captain currently. It is still going to then continue on course. straightforward. Bruno, to what you see, this, the ship's not deviating. The gnome is like ringing this bell on this little schooner, just like ding, 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 ding. Wait! And like no response is coming from this giant galleon as you're just watching this occur.
Is this Nomeo?
This is
Please!
No, is that Disney?
No, not Disney.
That's Blue.
Do you want to know a horrifying fact? It is. It's a Disney property under Disney. It's not Nomeo though.
William
It's-
Shakespeare's canon.
This is
I know my
a
next book.
the seaside gnome known as Derek. Derek the gnome.
Does he wear a
New
blue hat
hat!
or a
Achieved!
Does he wear a blue hat or a red hat? That's the only distinction.
He wears no hat. He wears
Just
a
like
black
people in
beanie
Pokemon.
to keep his hair down against the
Gotta
wind.
catch them all, NPCs.
That's a horrible. It is Andrew's turn. Spare the dying keeps him from dying. Well done.
Yay.
Phoebus, that is you. You are in the
I blink
Ethereum.
in at the start of my turn 10 feet from the space where I vanish, so I'll be 10 feet closer.
Excellent.
And so I blink back in, and then I will use my movement. How far is it to get up there?
So movement. Oh, right. You're still invisible.
Well,
Movement. 10 feet and movement gets you up. You're running up the railing now to get up there.
Okay. Well, I'll sort of like just like jump, and then Misty step right behind. Oh, actually, right next to Barbosa.
Oh, yes. So Misty Step, jump, vroom, Misty Step in. Barbosa, as one
Because
claw.
I couldn't get there with my movement, right?
Yes, your
Okay.
movement gets you halfway, but Misty Step bonus gets you
Alright.
there. Well done.
Perfect. Let me spend that spell slot real quick,
Yes, yes, yes.
and then I'm going to be like,
Get it.
hold on, and I'm going to bonus action dang it, bonus action Misty Step. Ignore me.
Yeah.
I am going to instead cast.
Attack.
Attack?
Arm
Attack?
removal.
I cast Hurt.
I will attack her with my longsword.
On
Which is
the-
non-magical.
on the arm?
Ah,
Not magical, just
However, I
slashing
get
it.
multi-attack, and that's a natural 1 on the first one, so
The
8
arm?
to hit.
Does not hit.
And then that's an 11 to hit.
11 does not hit as well.
rolling that dice.
You start
No.
going in. Again, great formation for you. Toom, 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 toom. And she's not even blocking your attacks. As you're watching metal on stone, cling, cling. Everything is hitting on and nothing's being
Yeah, he's
suffered.
gonna sheathe his sword.
Kinda hot.
He's gonna look at Barbosa and be like, try not to die.
What?
And he does not blink out.
Right, so it's so cool. Try not to die.
As she looks over, like kind of turn of the head, as boom, shoves, sees you appear, sees Gusteau. Barbosa, that is your turn. You are grappled right now by her. She's kind
Can
of
I
like.
get out of that grapple?
This is a action. It's just an opposed strength again from her. She has, but you can activate that minus now because again with your Bardix there, the Bardix stays around Mike. So here we go. We'll see if she succeeds or fails because if she succeeds, then we can add in a D10. So go ahead, Barbosa, make your athletic check.
Okay, my athletics check. Come on, lucky fuzzy dice. 23.
Holy cow! You rolling the D10 even on the base as with a synthetic 25 or 24 from her. Excuse me. 15 plus 9, 4, 4, 4.
That's pretty good.
Even on the
Keep
base,
that
that
-10
Bardic,
if it needs to
boom!
be.
On the action, Barbosa, you wrench the claws off your head, boom, drop to the deck,
Sweet.
and are ungrappled.
I'm gonna move. It's possible to flank her with Phoebus right now.
No, unfortunately, because she's
Right.
one of you would need to be a larger creature. To do
I'm gonna get. I'm
What
gonna
if
get.
I was there too. Sorry, it's not my turn. But
Yeah.
if there were 3 of us.
If there was a trifecta.
a trifecta, maybe, but again, it's not like
Then
positioning it perfectly.
I'm not gonna get to the helm since that's immediately gonna get her attention. Be like, no, you're not going there again.
Yeah, right.
I'm gonna get near it. I think top left.
Yeah,
there.
so like up there.
So that way it's easy. Whoop, get back. Then I'm gonna bonus action use my fighting spirit, give myself 5 temporary hit points.
Excellent.
If I can find a pencil that has lead in it. And then I'm gonna action surge.
Hey,
I'm pulling out my Glock.
All right, swords don't work. Time for a gun.
Exactly. It's ultra blast. So it's a bit.
You pull out full flintlock
Separate.
pistol.
And they're separate beams. And advantage.
Yes, using what
is-
technically is like Eldritch Blast gutting. Yes.
One of them is a dirty 20, and the other is a 22.
The dirty 20 hits exactly, and the 22
You
obviously
should
hits.
have 2 beams per attack.
Mhm.
Exactly. Those
So-
were those 2 beams.
Oh, didn't you action search?
Yes.
So you should make 4 attacks.
No, one of those
action
actions was to get out.
Get to
Ignore me,
ungrapple and stuff.
sorry.
Yeah.
Exactly. I'm like, yeah,
Yeah.
I'm not goaded yet. That is...
And that is necrotic damage.
Fun fact, I rolled max damage.
Hey.
So that is 30 points of force damage.
Excellent.
Yeah, it's force, if that does anything.
Uh,
Please.
You see force damage. Boom! Boom! As cracks appear in the shoulders and wings of this creature. She looks extremely angry. Just, you die next.
It's on!
The force damage looked much worse than normal. Barbosa, with those big force, you're realizing she's a construct. Force
From
thing.
immune to vulnerable.
Psychic isn't great, but force is.
I thought because it was a construct, her mind is worse,
You have
not a
2
blood
clerics
force trauma.
who can now cast spiritual weapon, which is
Hey,
force damage.
hey!
Do it.
You know,
But
it's
Nemo's
life
in
force
Lily's
damage,
room.
thunder
He's
damage.
busy.
Nemo!
She also be vulnerable to
Nemo's
thunder
in
damage,
Hawaii
though.
right now, like a
No, wait.
jerk.
August.
Nemo!
August, Gusto.
As a construct, is she also vulnerable to thunder damage?
You're not sure yet. It's
Okay,
just that,
just-
like, you can start
Just for
thinking
you,
of that
that's
as
what-
players.
That's the damage she
certainly
took, so
try.
just for you to know.
Oh, well,
From me.
then I guess you already know. It's so not thunder, but the force damage specifically, yes.
Blood force trauma.
Barbosa,
Kids, it
that
works.
is Demona's turn now, or the construct's turn. This creature turns towards you. Let's see.
Okay, let me
15
get
for
that.
cone. She can actually
Alrighty, will it be
Take
there,
a
Sonny? Let me
step.
pour you up a mug.
back. That is going to.
I need a better adult.
That's literally what just happened. Somebody. No, yeah, we've all been there.
I am an adult now.
Well, if I had a nickel for every time I spilled
She's
root beer with
going-
August DMing a Disney game with me in the room, I'd have 2 nickels.
That's weird. It has happened twice. Yikes.
I was literally about to say, every time the root beer with his DM screen.
She is going to kind of move around.
We still have stains on the carpet.
Yeah, I just had to like paint over the stains.
No, she might just stay there. Oh, right, because her. Wait, I have to bring up my cone
Oh, yeah.
tool.
You,
So,
ordered-
yes, cone from her point of origin would hit both of you. She's doing a cone based thing.
F.
Yeah.
As.
Stack up above
That is going to be Barbosa and Phoebus. Can you both make me a Constitution saving throw?
the 2 fighters.
Thank you, my man.
Yeah, I mean it's good as fighters, but it's one of those like
Natural 20 with a total of 27.
Oh, that's
Excellent.
good.
That's my baby.
Where have my natural 20s been?
I need to do some mental
You
math.
only roll well when it's
26.
to keep you alive.
26.
26
It's
to
annoying.
27.
You both
oh my gosh.
Actually, I rolled well with all of his spell
Which
stuff.
this is a
I
bigger roll,
rolled
so we
really
didn't
well
just
for
do
his
it
spell
electronically.
stuff, but I'm
Yikes.
sucky with any of his
Oh, no.
spell stuff.
Oh, no.
Here's the good
Meant to
thing.
be a wizard.
You both succeeded. So as her mouth, you watch as bubbling purple smoke appears.
Oh, what's that mouth do?
Poison damage coming at you.
Okay.
Dude, I've been
Both of you succeed. Have the 50 damage to 25 for both of you. That helps with that temp, of course. So Barbosa, you're at exactly 25. Phoebus, that brings you just to 59. And
25.
neither of you, because you had temp, you were at
Yeah,
40.
10 HP, that makes it 20, so I'm at 70. Or was that 40?
You hadn't long rested yet.
Oh, yeah. Oh.
Yeah, this is still the
Take
damage
10
from
less
coming from
How
zones.
dare you, Hans?
Yeah, you guys got a little sidetracked because remember when you got hit down during the Hans fight.
I
you
say
jumped.
we give up Hans.
I didn't get touched. I'm at 69, by the way. He healed me for 10.
Oh,
Or I
Well,
launched
prevented
it.
10 damage.
prevented 10. Excellent. Go ahead.
Yeah, like my magic
do that
wasn't
in the
that
initiative
good.
tracker for yourselves. Then any healing, I'll let you guys take care of.
Sweet.
Here we go. That's because her poison. She's gonna have to recharge that now eventually. Yeah. So as this happens, she is going to stay here. You watch though. She takes a bonus action. You're not sure what she's doing. She kind of reaches onto her stone skin and pushes claws into her own chest, and you see her hand slightly glows a little. In that strange, like, muted orange light of just something in herself, a bonus action. And that does make her turn. Mike Wazowski, we are back to you.
Oh, cool.
So,
Am I
your
doing
movement
higher dex
actually
than I
then
do?
gets you perfectly up
You're a higher
here.
dex than I do?
He's a goblin.
I'm a rogue.
Fair enough.
Oh well.
Wait, did you both roll the same thing?
Yeah.
Yeah. This entire time I've been like, what the heck?
Hey, Mike, we'll get back to you. Yeah, my initiative tracker did
I was
not
about
do
to say,
that right.
I'm a rogue.
Esmeralda,
I was like, well,
it
you
is
got
your
it.
turn.
You're
I'm so
Thank you.
sorry. So you have a moment to think, Mike. You're on deck. Esmeralda, it is your turn. Would you like to use any of your movement?
I would like to use my
Psych.
movement to at least get within 30 feet of Gusto, Barbosa, and Phoebus.
Let's see. To get within Gusto, that puts you within but 10, 20, 30, 40. So just your movement won't put you in range of
Okay,
Gusto.
then I will use bonus action dash to do so.
Bonus
Without
action
getting too close to the
dashing.
corner, because I don't like it.
Yeah, so like staying along the edge here, right? You could even stay like on the railing.
Yeah,
That
there.
puts them, all three of them, in that range for you.
Sick. I'm going to cast Beacon of Hope on
Excellent.
all three of these dudes.
Ooh,
So
that's
this spell bestows hope and vitality. Choose any number of creatures within any number.
Yes.
Mike was
Is Mike Wazowski within 30 feet of me?
Yes, he is.
Mike,
Is
you're getting
Andrew
this
going
too.
downward?
Wait. 5, 10, going down. He's only... Andrew's within range.
I'm getting Andrew as well, baby.
Everyone's in
So,
range, but
Everyone
Nick
except
is
for
just moving
Nemo.
the other
And
way.
Nemo because he's in Hawaii.
Hope and vitality. Choose any number of creatures within range for the duration. Each target has advantage on wisdom saving throws, death saving throws, and regains the maximum hit points possible for any healing.
Well done. All of
That's
you.
a solid.
Boom.
I need healing because
Observation.
Hans is a jerk.
Anytime you guys heal, max amount. Anytime wisdom saves, death saves, advantage. Well
That's excellent.
done.
Yeah, Hans is a
Thank
jerk.
you.
So I
Excellently done. As this happens,
out of microwave burrito.
Bruno, you are sitting on this scooter that
What
is
about Mike?
going as fast. Mike, gosh, I did it again. Sorry, I messed myself up. We're getting there. You're on deck. Mike Wazowski, you feel beacon of hope as this erupting Asmarian shadow of light appears over all of you like a canopy. Mike, that is your turn.
Yeah, so, I'm gonna run up,
Okay.
and I'm gonna look her, like, dead in the face. Another monster! Great. You're gonna die. And then I put her in a wall of force bubble.
Oh!
Are you putting her in the
Wait,
play
no!
with Phoebus?
And
No.
me?
No.
I'm
first.
going to...
This ball point you choose. Yeah, it can just be a 10-foot by 10-foot panel. He can perfectly center it off
I
of you two.
can make it a sphere,
I love that.
and if it cuts into somebody's space, I can choose which side they get forced
Yeah.
into.
Oh,
so
I'm
I'm gonna
getting
force
forced out.
her into the center of this
A
bubble.
hemispherical dome or a
Wall of
sphere
force.
I would
with a
prefer
radius.
you
Keep her away from the mask.
So
because
you
she
can
destroy
radius her
it.
into this hamster bubble of force.
She's in a hollow ball.
And
Yeah.
she is
So
a
she
large
can't do
creature, but
anything.
not larger
And
than
it
10
can't be
feet, and she'll
dispelled.
just be
But
pushed
don't
in.
let the ball income.
Yeah.
Nothing
Yes.
physical
Teleport.
can cast. It's immune to all damage, can't be dispelled by
Oh,
Ah!
already
Wall of
teleported out
force.
of.
It's
I
the best
disintegrate.
wall, except for
You
the
want to
next
know
one.
the
Yeah.
only
Yeah.
problem with
That's
making a construct, Sam, or to anyone, a construct like this, is they don't get a lot of magic. And so teleportation, no.
This can
It's
only
a
be dispelled
garbage.
by disintegrate.
A
Guys?
disintegrate spell or dispel magic, and when she doesn't
Oh, dispel
have
magic doesn't
this,
work.
yeah, it doesn't. It just is gone. So like, even if she had it, she
You
couldn't
have
even
to
try.
disintegrate.
The wall also extends into the ethereal plane, so it's
Yeah.
like she couldn't even use
I
that.
can't blink in.
Oh!
Guys, we just got a new pet.
We are out of
She's
initiative.
We
So
got her
I do
hands
this,
full.
and I start it off bigger, but then I shrink it to the point that she's uncomfortable.
Are we still in initiative?
No.
I get to
And
the help.
I
Ding 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 ding.
Slow down, Shep.
So
Wait, I got
Bruno, it's the most cinematic. As it comes up, touching your nose. Again, this is a gnome type scooter, so you feel the ship come in
We
as
just
the
drown
ship
her
from
now.
your vision is very much here
We
now,
just drown her.
and you,
I
the gnome's
don't
gonna
think the
squirt.
water can
It's
get
just
in there.
he's gonna
Exactly.
start pulling up to help you guys get on deck now.
You know
Here
what
we
I
go.
can do? I can summon Phil
This
inside
is
of it.
very important.
you can summon spiritual weapon inside of it too, or gravity save,
No.
or anything that is a conjure.
And look, Nick is
I
here.
love this.
Hey, can I go like upside down and like be like face to face with
It's
her?
just cool.
Be
Like you
beheaded
come in,
with a magic
sword up,
tambourine
boom,
with
and come
eyes.
up.
Do it.
She's in the ball.
No, I'm not ready to
Yes.
fight. I fully was intending to do this. I'm gonna be upside down looking at her and be like,
Lock your feet into the board. Just
"Hey, you free later?"
Gosh.
You
see-
simp!
looking at you. She's
You can't come up with a character model like that and expect me to be abnormal normal.
You're not wrong, but at least in my character,
Every child from the 90s feels this pain.
I can't handle this right now.
I mean, you're not wrong.
So while this
Death
happens,
of the
you
world.
see she isn't saying anything. She's just fuming, right? Like wings are trying to move, but it is a tight bubble just keeping
She's
her
spicy.
in.
Okay, get the meter up now.
You guys hear, now what the Sam Hill? You see this tiny little gnome has appeared on deck with a, man, like, Bruno, how are you feeling right now, I should say?
Very concerned.
We got ambushed. Good sirs.
You see, what's going on? Now, I don't know what's going on. I'll deal with you in a moment, but you can't, I need to see some registration. You can't just come
This
into
is the meridian of the Imagineers.
I look at him and I say, if you're gonna have an issue with what's happening on this boat, then you can get off. And I want to roll an intimidation.
No!
Okay, go for it. Mike's not taking anything today.
Mike!
That is not beatable by him because I have a plus 18, so that's a 29.
On a synthetic 10 from him. He said, no, I'm just...
Hey, the poor man
This-
is trying to do his job.
This is the ship of the Imagineers.
Nope,
We'll
I'm
pull
good.
in support,
I'm good.
but this is a demon
You see...
who tried to kill us.
Yeah,
so
he's like, goodbye, 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 goodbye.
It's most likely a
Bye.
grotesque.
Okay, I'm so
Listen, cool.
sorry.
Yes.
She be a grotesque that tried to kill us.
Kick
There's
out the
a
NPC. I have a weird feeling about this guy.
I'm gonna
There's-
toss
Keep it,
him,
but
like,
him.
I'm gonna toss him like a couple silver coins.
Okay.
Like, thank you, sir.
He's just...
I'm
I'm
so
not.
sorry.
Didn't see this. Didn't see anything. Who are you? But Bruno, being on the deck of the ship now, you now see some of these people look like this from your vision. Specifically, like the small greener goblin. That's more monocular vision, right? Some of these things. The only thing missing, there's like one creature missing, one larger creature, but you're not sure what's going on because all the humanoids, like, oh yeah, there was that little foxy. All of them seem to be here.
Don't touch me out this
What be your name?
Bruno, have you all seen lizard creatures?
this one?
Yes, we have.
She is not scaly. Rather, it is like a stone skin she's got going on.
Aye, we have when we all first met. What's in?
Can I
tried to
cast
kill us.
spiritual
That
weapon?
was
Oh, there's a person here. Hello, and greetings, scared-looking small human.
Yes, I'm that.
Isn't he 7 feet tall?
Doesn't look that. My name is Captain Phoebus of the Somali Guard.
Ooh, we're doing introductions.
Bruno.
I'm one Captain Hector Barbosa. Pleasure to meet you.
While she's in the
You
bubble,
have like
I'm gonna cast
5
gravity
things.
sinkhole
It's
now.
fine.
Ooh, can I cast
Ooh.
spiritual weapon inside as well?
Wait,
No, don't
hold on,
kill
hold
her.
on.
You can.
I want to.
No, please.
The sinkhole?
There
Gravity
can only be
sinkhole
one
inside
right
the bubble.
What?
Good lord.
It's not concentration, is it?
No.
The bubble?
The bubble is concentration.
Gravity sinkhole isn't,
But
yeah.
gravity
that's-
sinkhole
I
is
just
not.
made sure.
Oh, the other.
I'm
Dang it!
And we're gonna go this one.
I made sure too.
We're not keeping
She's
her.
a threat.
20-foot radius sphere, but inside, so it
Yeah,
can't
Yeah,
go
I
out.
move it away so that it's not like catching anybody else.
Each creature in sphere must make a con save, and on a fail, take 10 force of damage.
And she has that minus on her still.
Don't kill
Which
her.
is a
Can I
9.
still cast my spiritual weapon inside?
We gotta do
Yeah.
questioning and
It's just
stuff.
Exactly, questioning.
No,
Sadly,
I'm
dating
not
is
asking-
not the kind of
I'm
person
not
you would
asking
go with.
anybody.
That's not what I meant.
Enough.
Demona
Right,
goes from
fair
looking.
enough.
You watch as her wings, tail, like back, hind legs, all being just ripped apart by.
Ah!
gravity
No,
sinkhole.
wait!
That's a good
Nick,
question.
Come here, please.
Ah!
I
Gravity
just
sinkhole.
start beating her in with the freaking
Ask
spiritual weapon.
questions.
You-
What
What
are
are you
you
What do you
doing?
want
doing?
a weapon to look
It's
like?
a giant tambourine.
Yes.
So it
Boom,
makes
boom,
noise
boom,
too. It makes noise too.
Within a matter of seconds,
Ching, ching, ching.
the
Ching,
gravel
ching.
has formed into just pure nothingness, and it's gone.
And I want
Well,
to take
Guys, what the f-
that orb
Phoebus
and
is
just
just
like
looking at
crush
this
it
like-
up until just. I want to see if I can make another one of those diamonds.
Mike!
Just by
Woo!
crushing,
I need one for my Revivify, baby.
just like crushing that.
Yeah, Phoebus is gonna motion
Nick is
to Nick.
stopping this. Nick is stopping this. No.
You can't. The wall of force is
The
impenetrable.
one- It's yeah, you can't unless you take out Mike.
No,
I'm
Mike!
not.
What is going on, dude?
I'm gonna make a pure luck check for a
I'm just
die.
gonna point
Are you
out
okay?
that Flint, who is a demon, told us that demons when they die come
Did I get it?
stronger.
Exactly.
And that's 20
That's
shirt.
the whole point.
There were
It's a diamond
so
worth,
many reasons not
about
to do
100
that.
gold pieces.
I'm
right? So it's not
for
like
it.
one of
I'm
those
not gonna
because like
stop
it is a
I'm
small
just
diamond.
making sure that
You
we as
turn
the
her into a
players
diamond.
remember.
I take
Yeah.
I take off
Well,
the thing
she's
and
the
I'm
dark
like,
one.
sweet.
Is
And
it
I
a
just-
diamond?
Mike, are you
Ah.
feeling
He-
alright, dude?
Wall of Force, your spiritual weapon shaving down with the gravity sinkhole on a nat 20 luck check, she turns into a diamond.
Would you say it's
No,
a
no,
diamond
no.
the size
Can I
of
have
a
the diamond for my
strawberry?
revivify?
Oh, I reach in and I grab a different
Fly for
diamond
Tarzan.
and give it to her.
Oh, thank you.
Ah, got you.
This
I
is
stuck it
I
in
can-
my-
Well,
I-
I have a good question
I
as
put that
well,
one separate, and
personally.
I'm gonna put that on a necklace.
Oh, yikes.
I'm gonna
Mike,
go downstairs
talking
all
and
this-
wake up
oh,
our
jeez.
Yes, you are.
What is your problem today, dude?
In
Let's see. Captain Flint blew up a person who's still kind of dying downstairs. Monster shows up on ship. Yes, she can talk. Me also being a monster, don't really care because I'm.
Were the things
kind
on
of
the sending board
tired
sent
of
out to
fighting
everyone?
things right now, so
If I may point
Yes.
something else out as
Oh,
well,
did I?
Gusteau spoke to this creature, offering diplomacy, and she said she desired to kill us all and watch the world burn. And
Well,
is
she
an devout,
got what she
loyal servant
wanted.
of Hades.
I was under the deck for that part.
Well,
I was too.
but if the sending sent
Makes
out through, then
Corey
I'll just be like,
vlog.
you should probably get
No,
hot
it
somewhere
didn't.
else so that
You
can
know
still
it didn't.
follow us.
Second
Can
wait.
can I like look over the edge and like see if he's still like has that curse just like eating him up, just like
um,
or if
Oh yeah, I was gonna go
No,
downstairs.
Still tortured a person to death.
as whatever was affecting him doesn't seem to be affecting him right now.
I mean
Can I go downstairs
Yeah.
and check out the little
Also,
seal?
hold on. This first.
I'm gonna.
Hi.
Oh, sorry.
So
said
why are you
scales?
here?
Oh yes, this is Bruno.
Hi, Bruno.
Are you all planning to burn down the world?
No.
No.
Well,
Yeah,
maybe
well,
a few
We're
because-
ships,
trying
but
to
not the
stop
world.
it.
I
Depends on,
hate
like, the
that it was all
definition.
different answers, but I'm gonna stay out of this.
We're trying to stop the world from
Well,
burning.
maybe a few ships.
But also,
not
we're
the
trying to
world.
burn his world.
Hades, the god of
Hades.
death.
Yeah.
The one trying to end the world.
he's evil.
That creature was a servant of him, and we have just put her out of commission. Or it out of commission.
Well, you're trying to make this PG rated, aren't you? Just say kill.
It's a construct. We didn't really kill it.
Fair enough.
I don't believe it had life to begin with.
That is wrong.
I do.
I like push Rapper
But I
away.
didn't care.
Rapper.
Actually, no. Rapper's definitely still downstairs because I didn't bring it up.
Yes, yeah, rapper
Also, I'm
test.
gonna have it cast 3 level 1 healing words on him in a row since we're not in initiative. Like he gets 39 health back.
Because he's still under the beacon of hope.
Jeez Louise.
Heck yeah.
So
Jeez,
Jesus,
Lewis.
insta
I can
heals
do it a little
39
bit
hit
myself.
points. Done. Gosh.
Why do you
alright.
say
But
that burn?
scales, you say.
Let's do.
Yeah. What's that about?
You showed up. It was like scales, and I was like rock, and you were like no.
18 hit points. That's enough.
So
Is it?
Yeah.
I had a weird dream.
Don't we all?
I had a
I have
dream.
weird dreams though. Ooh, really weird ones. World was burning. You got eaten, I think. And then there was this ship. That's why I came to this ship.
Ah, prophecies
So-
and oracles. I know someone like that.
Wait, that's the worst part.
Was it nighttime?
Do I know if it was nighttime?
You know, on a 21, it was more like maybe early morning, not night, because you're like, well, it was dark, but not like night, like
Stay for the
dusk.
next few hours at least.
Morning or evening, maybe?
So, if it was evening, that was just a little bit ago when we didn't get eaten. So, that means it's morning, and you're. I don't know what that means, but danger in morning.
Be prepared.
Yes.
I also get this man a drink. Definitely stressed.
No way.
It's relaxed.
Does that mean that
Oh no, it's at the
summoning
broken.
thing
Shoot.
summons
Might be.
more than just Rock Girl?
Potentially.
I think so. That's
I
why
will
I
go
wanted to get rid of
investigate.
him.
I'm going to go down and I'm gonna ritual cast Identify on it.
I will go
Hey,
with.
excellent. Does anyone else want to go down?
I'm gonna stay up with
I'm gonna
Bruno
cry.
backwards down there so I can kind of see what's
We'll
going
find
on.
you a
Gotcha.
good woman after your
I don't know
curse
if
is
that's
gone
what
and after the
identify
world is
actually
fixed.
works.
Excellent.
Hey, I met this really cool, like, tiefling girl that would be, an interesting. I mean, if you're into the demonic kind of looking type.
I'm kind of into the demonic. Like, listen, I was cursed by the heavenly. I don't want to listen.
Look,
Hey,
if you're,
so-
maybe Dr. Not.
She was talking to them about like being a member of the church or whatever, the clergy, Yeah, she seemed cool.
Oh, shit.
What is it?
I can't see
I
you
forgot.
at first level.
Thank you. I
So you get
I
max
happen to have
healing
no
that's
idea who you're talking about.
Yeah.
I'd love for you to introduce me.
4, 5,
Here we
6
go.
points.
26.
You, Phoebus, you and Esmeralda go down. His breathing seems to have leveled. Right? Spare the dying
Right.
and no more. He is breathing, and you see that Andrew/Hans is out cold still. As you cast Identify, what you get from this rune is that this is a rune of tracking and harming.
Oh.
Tracking, of course, that you quickly, with Identify, the magic kind of seeps into you. This is something where if someone has the opposite rune carved and attuned to this, like, rune, you can find someone with it.
Okay.
And the harming being, if you have a different kind of attunement to this, you can provide, and I know that sounds horrifying, but provide necrotic damage to the rune. And because the rune is on his chest, makes it into him.
So I'm getting if I surgically remove this, will be good.
If you surgically remove this, this will be good.
I don't
Or
Is anyone
if
here a
you
doctor?
have Dispel Magic at a 9th level.
Question.
So it
I
could be
roll
like
to
a-
get high enough.
You would have to roll it up, but yes,
Nice.
like it is a
Just
magic
put it
root.
on.
It's not like it's a permanent thing, but it's harder to just like casually knock it off.
Do I know if there's anything about Dispel Magic in the library here?
Maybe you might have to check the.
Give me
the
time
ship's
to
library.
check, and I may be able to remove it with
Listening
magic.
to this,
I
blue
have-
rat
Just
bird-
cut it
I'm
off.
sorry.
level.
1,
Never
2,
mind.
3.
Problem solved.
Yep. in
Listening
order,
to
in
this
Yeah,
blue
message
rat
up
bird,
to that.
Through record.
so
And I'll
is
message
the rune
him
actually
separately.
is it like
What
a
is that?
scar carved into his flesh?
The rune, it's like on the collarbone, right on your neck, where it's not just skin and flesh; it's into the bone, right? This was a very unfortunately placing because it's again so that you can't just naturally just cut it off because like it's into the bone. But if magic were used, you could dispel the magic around it, and then it's just markings on
But
skin.
it's the shape of the rune is what is causing it to be magical, correct?
Yes.
So if we were to cut and damage his bones
Oh,
and
it's
disfigure the rune in
really
his bone,
Ooh, that would be horrifying, but technically.
Look,
But if you do it wrong, though,
Yeah.
you're just
Good spell.
severely hurting him and not the root.
question: isn't he a wizard?
Who?
Isn't that
Phoebus
Yeah,
or
Hans.
Hans? No, Hans is a
Full
dude.
rogue.
He's a guy, rogue.
okay? I thought we
Something.
had heard that he's. a
Yeah,
wizard.
no, he's not a wizard.
He's a
Oh,
con man.
this is
That
where
was other Hans.
my subtle
Oh,
misdirection
yeah,
as a
dude.
DM. There is another Hans that exists
No,
in the
it's
world
not.
that you met as an old man wizard. Not the same.
Okay.
This
What's
it,
that?
more like
we marked him.
Varian turned him into a puddle and took him with him. Like you're not sure if he's dead or alive. It's a
Hey, yo, what?
Listen, one way or the other, we're gonna need something that can either do greater or like 9th level dispel magic, or like a
Oh.
Great
greater
restoration.
I
We
cast
sent
a
him.
message
Let's try to
to
cut him.
Mike.
No.
Do you have the Dispel Magic spell, a spell that can remove enchantments?
At 5th level.
I believe if you are skilled enough, and so if you roll high enough,
Yeah.
to Mike,
If you're
on a
you
scale
may
of
be
1 to
able
20,
to
if you roll a 5,
get it gone.
don't
I
know
need
if
you
can
downstairs.
give advantage. I
Hold
might
on.
be able to give you
I have a
advantage.
question. Are those sendings officially sent through?
No, it's a spell.
some of them, yes, some will get to it.
The
But
one
yes, I will
pertaining
say,
to Hans?
Nick.
So I can't help but imagine that in the Thieves Guild, there are a lot of people that get glyphs of tracking stuff on them. So would
Yeah.
Finnick be able to remove this handily?
My dude.
If you go find Finnick, my
I don't
guy.
have time for that.
You ever need
That's
to
pretty smart,
Okay, this sounds horribly to say on
Dude,
a
I've
recursion.
been s-
You ever needed to like repurpose a car without people asking questions? There's people you can go to that, right? You know, get it scrubbed, get a new ID,
I
VIN numbers.
spent these entire games
Finnick's
looking
got
for
stuff
2
in the Thieves
men.
Guild.
You
Shoot.
won't find him fast.
And this sounds really bad. Oh man, I got this slave, but technically they're not mine, and I need a rework done. And you get it scrubbed and put the rune you want on, right? And so, but no, if you were to find Finnick and do it, Finnick
Listen,
has
that
like all
wasn't
the stuff.
my field of work. I
Right
just
in
saw
the
it.
cart.
Listen, okay, my coworkers.
With my coworkers, I don't do that.
But yes, it's like You could, but like, yeah, Finnick has probably done stuff like this before,
Perfect.
right?
I just need a
So you
sending
could do
spell and then I
stuff.
can take care of
It
this.
might just go bad if you don't do it right, but you could do it.
And
And then Barbosa.
Did the sending pertaining to
It's not
who we
here.
should send Hans off to come through?
Yes, at this
God.
point, now
That
that
would
we're
like-
out of initiative, it's long enough. A sending comes to your party. What does it say specifically? Like, we send pirates your way, Barbosa.
Ooh.
We're on our way to slay Demogorgon. Send Andrew that way.
Okay.
As well as we killed Flint.
What?
About
Holy
time.
cow!
They killed Flint.
The Pirate Lord of the
One
Skies!
session.
Watch the
Wow.
session on YouTube if you're interested. It involved arrows through the eyes, sneak attack, radiant damage to a demon, and it was
I was gonna say, I bet
3
it was a
turns
long,
within-
hard battle.
I have to
oh
say
yeah,
that.
like at least a solid 6 seconds of combat,
I
right?
think
A
it's
single
technically less
round?
than 6 seconds.
Dude, I think-
we only
I
got,
saw his
we like
stat
didn't even get
block.
halfway
It
through
was
the order.
He
insane.
would have one-shot every single one of us.
Yeah, you guys, yes, but the level 20 party, they went sneak attack and just killed them.
Yeah.
One, what's terrifying is Merida's not even a rogue. So
Yeah,
it's not like
Merida,
she got
that was a
sneak attack
ranger.
bonus.
A ranger did 400 points of damage in one turn on a crit sneak or a crit surprise.
Rangers can be good, folks.
She goes in, gets advantage, crits on it. Her bow, Otzi's bow that you gave her, giving her all that radiant damage, using an arrow of demon slaying that the party had to do 60-10 on top of it.
Oh, she just laid down the bonus action lightning.
And oh yeah, and as an afterthought, just like, sure, my bonus
I
action.
might as well.
Might as well. Yes, the party's letting you know this has happened, as well as something will be happening. I'm going to roll for.
So we need to send Hans to the Demogorgon.
That's what it currently
I
says.
also want
Um,
performance enhancing drugs from
party.
Finnick. There's a lot of.
Where's the party?
That's where we're heading.
You don't know
Headed
what
to
that
the
is.
demo.
Here's what I'm gonna
Then
say.
that's where we
As
send
you always say here,
So-
Bruno, you're not sure what to do because it's that like everyone's just kind of moving on deck. What I want to ask right now is, do you want to try the thing with Andrew now with Mike, or do you want to try like, hey, since we have an idea of we're gonna dip in and out of the plains to try to like head up towards China, maybe we do it there, like pit stop in Magency.
I want some performance enhancing drugs as well.
Or pit stop in
So-
Duckburg, because that's where Pintel and Rigetti are.
We do.
We're
You
gonna
could
need
do
3
both.
pit
I
stops.
think we need to try.
And we
it
could do it all
first.
in less than a day using the Astral Sea.
There
Now that I
we
know
go.
specifically
I'm
We
not
don't
gonna
Flint is dead.
have
Yeah.
anything in the astral sea right now trying to kill us. So
Well,
we
We
need to
just
get to
book
that.
it.
We also
What would
don't
it, if
know
the
what's
Imagineers
coming
hadn't
from
have taken out
this
Flint, it would have been
plane
that
to us.
horrifying. You're
Because we
dipping
have-
into the Astral Sea and oh no, who's watching us?
We
Are we
had it
safe?
for like how
Now
many
it's like
seconds
a-
since she showed up?
So I'm just saying that
Every
we can
party
still try
except
it.
for the ones in
Yeah.
hell.
If it
have
doesn't work,
something.
And if it doesn't work, we still keep going. We need to get supplies while we try this at the same
Agreed.
time. So
I can
Also,
help
keeping
this.
in mind our impending doom.
Yeah, it's a good thing to keep in mind.
Jack, just
This weird, like,
do that
mechanical
nervous energy so
rat
well.
runs up to you, and as this rat's looking at you, it spreads its wings and claws at you, and this mechanical rat.
Ratbird, come
Jack,
here!
Jack, my child. I'm gonna call for my kid. Just Jack.
Jack runs up to you. It's got peanut butter in its fingers.
It's got
You've got
peanut
peanut
butter.
butter.
I would need
Oh,
to
he's a good
use
boy.
an awakened
Do you know what the
spell,
rum is?
which
You
I
know what the
have
rum was?
had
Rum?
the
Can you
opportunity to
grab a box
because
of
of
this
lack
man needs
of
it?
time.
After this.
Talk to the monkey.
Yes, he's my kid.
The monkey ran. Gets you a bottle of rum. Jack can take simple commands now. Gets you just a bottle
Oh,
of
thank
just
you.
straight up
Right
rum.
up.
Very sugary alcohol.
Welcome aboard.
Relax.
Yeah.
Welcome
With
to the
that,
crew.
we're docked, right?
And with that, oh, yes.
You're now
I
awesome.
definitely go down to.
We're adopted yet too. Don't worry.
I definitely go down to Hans to try this out, and then I want to go to some stores and actually buy some supplies to
Actually,
do some.
same here.
good
I want to
things.
buy something specific
Here's what we'll do.
for a pit
First,
stop.
we're gonna go with Andrew's Dispel Magic. I have to do this in the Box of Doom because this is you're trying to upcast a Dispel Magic to get rid of an insanely powerful tracking secret
I
spell.
think this is my first time in the
If
box.
this
of Doom.
fails,
First time in the Box of Doom.
No,
If
you
this
tried this
fails,
passage.
bad things
I
could
have- okay,
happen.
so
The
I
spell could
also
react
have
negatively. It
Dispel
is something
Magic
that
at
like
third
it
level.
might
If
negatively
we did it at the
affect
same
him.
time, would that increase our
Out
chances?
of
No,
curiosity,
it
ask
will
him.
not.
can
It
you
will
offer
not.
the help
Ask him.
action
I
to the
don't know.
Dispel Magic check?
Unfortunately, no.
Okay,
It
that's what I
requires-
thought.
Oh wait,
But-
actually maybe.
Okay, so I also have Dispel Magic at third level.
So-
if I cast it at the same time that he does,
Will I
does
give
that
it
upper
advantage?
chances?
That
Or
would
would that give him help?
if you beat, I would say a DC. You're upcasting at third level. It would be a DC 17 on your part,
Okay.
So we'll start with Esmeralda. If you upcast a DC 17 and succeed, it will offer an advantage towards Mike. It's that like I'm doing some of the
Mike
prep.
just has to
It's
roll above
very
10.
surgical, right? This isn't just like dispel magic, snap your finger, it stops. You are carefully crafting the magic around this wound to make sure that when Mike lifts it off the skin, it comes clean.
How is he reacting to all
Oh,
this?
he's asleep.
Oh, right.
They're doing this unconscious. So Esmeralda,
But he is very
He's
much,
under anesthetics.
very much
Yeah,
healed,
he's fine.
but asleep.
yes, he is very much healed but asleep.
Oh, he's cutie patootie.
Look at him, he's adorable. He's
so cute.
He's asleep and
I
dead.
want to slap him around.
So here we go. I'm
Who
gonna
you
bring
bridge the
all of
line?
you guys.
Somebody could give you bardic inspiration.
Right?
Exactly.
Too bad I can't look in a mirror and give
Yeah.
myself. Nah.
Otherwise,
You just look in the mirror and go.
No, I think there's like one specific subclass.
You gotta
have a specific
Valor
subclass and
Bard
be
level 14.
it's
Yeah.
wild.
Valor
So
Bard
here we
level
go.
14, and they can add it to damage.
Esmeralda,
Yeah.
One sec.
you're good. You're good.
I,
Once-
it got dispelled on my end
Which
of
was
my
funny because
phone.
she was lacking a prepared slot. She just had
Oh,
the spell
yeah.
unprepared, and it was
Hey.
the
And I knew I had dispel magic.
Knew you had
so,
it.
Hey.
So here we go.
Oh,
Esmeralda,
she has a bar.
what do you have plus to
I have a
this?
bardic?
You have a D10. Because Mike can bardic you, he just then can't bardic himself. So you have a D20 and a D10. So go
Because
ahead.
if I could bardic
Let's
myself,
start by rolling the
I could convince
D10.
anyone
It's
to
a
do
cleric
anything.
spell.
It's gonna be
It's a
about
clerical spell. And you have your proficiency, which right now is
Persuasion and
4.
intimidation.
So plus 4 plus.
So if I rolled a nat
So plus
20,
6 to this.
Yep. I had a
So
plus,
here we go.
and Bardic inspiration.
We're gonna start by rolling a D10.
Can I guide it to
Plus
myself?
8. How the frick?
That's yeah.
This is
Most of those
spellcasting
added
check.
as
It's not
specific.
technically
Here we
an
go.
Very high charisma.
spell casting check.
Okay, so
That's
that's
a 10
That's
And
plus
14.
6 already
Cloak,
16.
That gives
And
me
the
plus
D10
6.
that bardic immediately puts you over the DC.
okay.
Nice.
Well done. Mike, you have advantage. As Esmeralda,
Got advantage.
you watch Esmeralda, you are using your clerical magic,
What's your
slowly
modifier?
combining everything into the singular
Yes.
point.
And you have guidance.
You have guidance, so you roll with advantage plus a D4.
Plus.
This is good. Party synergy is good. You know, using your strengths
Is
towards
the
each other.
D4 plus advantage?
No. So go ahead,
It
roll a
is.
D4 first. You had 3.
Okay.
So you need a 7.
And then, do I add anything to it, or is it just straight?
Just a 3 to this advantage roll in box
And
2.
Of your
your spell
spellcasting
attack
attack
modifier.
modifier.
Oh yes, so that should be your
High.
charisma
Should be
plus
high.
proficiency.
It'll
be
be
9
high.
at least.
4 plus 4, so plus 8.
Oh,
so you
8.
have a plus 11 to whatever you do.
And
That's
what do I have
already
to roll
really
again?
good.
You
just
need
got it on
a
advantage.
5.
Or higher with advantage.
You got this. That was a 2 and a 15. That advantage
Don't
coming
say
back
it like that.
as it could have.
I saw
failed.
that too, and I was like, no.
Mike, as
A 2
you
and a
watch,
3.
your finger slips ever so slightly. You watch as suddenly black tendrils start roiling out, kind of like a kraken, and boom.
Hell no.
The image of the rune appears above his skin. Esmeralda and Mike, you both feel your radiance and bardic energy sizzle away, leaving a clean scar of the rune on his chest, but no magic and necrotic energy left. Well done.
Yay!
Could have gone bad, but yes, the bars and glass. This will take a lot of time from both of you, though. This is not like a easy, like, again, 7.
Yeah.
So
Yes.
you guys are spending a lot of this, like, while everyone else probably can go shopping here at least. This is what's happening. So what I would like is the rest of the party, you know that they're doing this. They're spending that time in that cell, carefully cutting stuff, Andrew. I want to then kind of asking the rest of the party, we'll see, you're in Sumani. There's a lot of shops here. Is there anything people want to look for or try to grab? while
Esmeralda
they're
is
here?
giving me a shopping list apparently.
Yes.
I know what I'm looking for, and I have Jack with me to teach him about the economy, and this is how this works, and this is how we break the economy. But right now we can't do that because people look at us. Exactly. But we can't do that because everyone's looking at us and
Beacon
looking
of
at
Hope
us.
is always
So we wait till they don't do it, and then we break.
Yes, Barbosa giving Jack a tour of the economy as this newly awakened monkey, just like, sure,
But
you're not
also,
sure what.
there is a specific thing I'm looking for that
Yes.
if I am going to meet up with Pintel and Rigetti, that's what I'm thinking, or at least find them, I want to bring him a gift to replace what I'm taking.
Gotcha.
Honestly.
I understand that. Cool.
But
cool.
maybe a little magical if possible.
Excellent. Go ahead and roll me an investigation check, just flat. Gusto.
I'm looking
Alright.
for
And then
expensive diamonds that can be used for Revivify. I'm looking for expensive
He
oil that
grabs
can be used
a
for
book.
Reincarnation. I want to buy the fanciest, best shield I can find, and I want to try to find some good armor.
You're doing a full thing.
Actually,
I'm
yeah.
bringing bags,
Can I
reusable
help him?
bags, saving the
Yes,
environment.
you can.
I'm also doing that, but
Yeah.
in addition, that's a 9+10, 21 on my
21. Okay, okay.
investigation.
Cool. We'll get to that. We'll get to those. You can help with that because
Yeah.
you weigh next to nothing. Like you can bring Gusto on the board and go faster.
Just blasting
We're
through
gonna go on a
downtown.
run, Matt.
Hey,
we're gonna go
do
on a
you
run on my
want
magic
to
carpet.
do?
I'm
you want another?
behind you.
In terms of like
Hang
the
on,
party's
Jack.
starting to like buy stuff. Do you want to try it or would you feel more comfortable on the ship? What do you think? You should?
You can come with us.
It's here somewhere.
Hop on.
I could have someone help teach Jack about the economy.
Maybe it's here.
Or you can come with me.
I think
just
he's
have a
gonna
small
break,
shopping
I don't
list
know.
to get
I'll come with you.
to. Very well.
Okay,
Have
here's the thing.
fun.
For the quote-unquote normal shopping trip. Like I'm
They're like, we're gonna go on this board. You want to teach a monkey economics? I'm gonna go on a quick shot.
Isn't that called high school?
I'm heading to Walmart.
Isn't that just high school teaching
Um,
a monkey economics?
Yes, it is.
Snacks.
Here we go. Phoebus, what are you looking for?
So on the shopping list from Esmeralda, which we'll hit first, I know you're in there. I
Yeah.
need to find a book worth 25 gold,
Okay.
and then 25 gold worth of bones.
And I need.
I got it right here.
Oh, I can give you some. I pulled out
Wait,
my
what?
ribcage.
I need specially marked sticks.
Oh no.
Specially marked sticks,
One
which
sec.
I'll pick up from the cathedral.
Sounds like you're gonna.
And I need similar tokens worth at least 25 gold pieces.
Oh, that was the bones.
Yes.
Hey, if you need bones, I'm right here. I
Or-
can regen and pull them
Yeah,
out of
yeah,
my
so that was
body.
the
Yeah.
bones.
Sounds
I
like
can
No,
pull
thank
bones
you.
out of my body.
You need
I've done
a
it before.
intermediate clerical spell.
Yes, an
component
augury spell kit and something else.
An augury spell kit,
Where is
all of
it?
which can be found at McDuck's Magical Marts.
Oh, perfect. That's why I wanted to go for my stuff
fair
anyway.
You know, as he
I'm
does have.
totally not getting chef's burritos. I won't. Don't worry.
Where is it?
Here's
Before,
where I want my
before I
spell
leave, I'm
broken.
like, if anybody steps
Yeah,
foot
I need
on this
holy
ship
water,
with
powdered
pre-made,
silver,
pre-packaged
iron.
food, you will be meeting Hades.
Don't worry.
soon.
I'm just spending the extra money so you can
The
make
world class chef,
Alright.
like, listen.
I may be a chef, but
Buy ingredients.
Now that's not intimidating enough.
Simple.
Now that's not intimidating enough.
Yeah,
Just
simple spices,
Is it-
flowers, and fruit. You can do a lot with it.
As my ripped and torn Mr. Incredible suit is flopping around.
Yeah, thank you. Just prop.
you
Don't
like,
worry.
hey, I'm
Alrighty.
a prop guy.
Here we go. We're gonna
Oh.
start
And then,
Yes.
and then I'll browse.
25
Yes.
gold worth of powdered silver.
hey, one thing.
Yes.
What are the odds
Yeah,
that Phoenix
so
and
fair.
Sumani, so we don't have to go
Oh,
to...
yes, you said. I meant to make that
Yo.
roll real
Yeah.
quick. Because Fennec, he does travel, so you say, right? You never.
We're traveling
I know.
salesmen.
I doubt it's over.
no.
You want to roll
like-
twice?
Dang it! He's not.
Yeah, so
Pure luck.
Yes.
You think this time of year, right? Early start spring. We're almost into summer. Oh wait, shoot. He might be running some cons again. Like you get some good stuff for like
hustle
allergy
never stops.
meds in the northern countries, like out in Fantel. They're like, hey, hay fever, not anymore, right? Like that's probably his con.
The
right
hustle never stops.
The hustle
Stay on the
truly
grind.
does never
Ending.
stop.
The stitches are
Um,
just pulling themselves back
Yeah,
together.
pretty much.
Here we
I mean,
go.
just as long as it
Um,
takes.
now. We are going to start actually randomly with Phoebus and Bruno.
Oh, cool.
You two are going
We
down
don't talk about
again. We don't talk about it.
Yeah, we just skipped.
We'll
to
be
the next
cracking that joke all night, folks.
And because we don't know, we're not gonna do that joke. In Sumani City, you know that there is a plethora of things, but as is a constant now in the world, McDuck's Magical Marts is the place to go for your supplies. Scrooge McDuck is a huge entrepreneur, and you soon find yourselves within a quaint little mart. This is actually one of the best places you could have gone, as it is towards dusk. Some places may not be open, but at a 24/7 McDuck Mart, you can find what you need for low cost and great value.
Sweet.
You know, there's no parallels there. But as we do so, you guys are looking around and you're quickly finding a lot of stuff you need. There's the basic supplies for the ship and food. So while you are not at the port, you actually only have to go in a couple blocks towards like the stadium area of Sumani and immediately find yourselves in these well-lit tiled halls.
Considering the tsunami that just happened,
You quickly find worth 25 gold pieces. This Augury's kit that's going to help for most of the stuff you
I
need.
need basically a basic clerical for spell kit, medium level. Because I need a
So
lot of
augury
powder.
ceremony. those sort of
Augury
stuff.
ceremony. This is going to be the intermediate cleric kit. For an ICK, this actually will run you only about 80 gold.
80 gold.
Just because it's like 80 gold, where if you're buying everything
There's no other
separately, it
clerics
might
It would be
to
like
buy
stack.
out.
100.
Yeah, right. But for 80 gold, because again,
They don't get used in this spell,
mhm.
except for the ceremony one.
This is why they sell them as kits, because
Which
if
will
they
probably
were
come with multiple uses
replenishable,
of ceremony.
they would sell them. This is something that, of course, for your up and starting clerics. Yeah. Fun fact: as Merelda and Phoebus and Bruno, or what you would know, because there's not a lot of clerics in the world right now. These are things not sold very often,
So they're on clearance.
so they are on clears too. That's why it's 80 gold pieces as well.
That's what I'm saying. There's no more clerics.
Hey, no one's buying this.
How many?
Like,
Wait a minute. That
How many
that vision
ceremony spells
escapes.
worth of powdered silver are there in each of them?
is that
oh, for
Because that one is
ceremony,
used.
yes.
Yeah.
For
So I need a
ceremony,
lot of silver
let me
powder.
Because
just.
there's 25
I don't
gold
know.
per pop.
Yeah, because I
Yes.
need a lot, not just for
That could be
ceremony.
cool.
but-
There is three
Three ceremonies.
three ceremonies worth
Well,
of
we
this
get
space
merged,
kit.
Perfect.
Is that
And then
at least
augury.
200 to all together?
No, that's not. That's not 200 worth of silver.
Yeah.
I need 200 worth.
You
for
need
another spell.
200 worth for another spell. That's something where they do sell in the same aisle of like, okay, cleric spice club. Oh, silver. It's McDuck marks.
I don't have infinite money.
Don't have infinite money, unfortunately.
Okay.
And it is unfortunately that it's
Ceremony will do for
Well,
now.
she'll have to do with 3.
yes.
And
Go on.
then I will buy that, and then I want to look around. Are there any like spell cards or anything like things I could buy for spells to?
Yeah, like learn a spell. That would be in the wizard section, which might be very helpful for both of you.
Yes.
Phoebus and Bruno, looking through, you find the wizard section. There is a lot of, I don't want to say basic stuff, but it's more of that like, oh yeah, like a pack of wizard cards like runs you a certain amount of gold. Like if you want the better stuff, it's worth less. There is
Deck
some
of
base
multitudes.
wizard spells where you buy for a grand total of 100 gold pieces. It's 3 spell cards are within it, right? Or that kind of like 3 like. And here's what to write into your spell book, but it's kind of a grabby bag thing, like so you're not sure if that would be great. It is kind of a roll thing on my part of like a certain amount of spells you might find in a pack.
And they're 100 gold a piece.
Pokemon
100 gold
cards.
piece.
That sounds fun.
Pokemon cards.
Sam's addiction's coming out now.
Oh no, my real world addiction.
Yeah. How much money do you have?
Pats down the pockets.
Fall out of his pockets.
Yeah,
Rats.
there is at least
Can
like
you
1 or
sell
2,
them?
so it's not like,
That's
oh, no,
insane.
that's a, oh, no, that's a, oh.
That's a button, not a copper.
5 gold. Perfect. All right. Would you like one of these?
I can't.
I need this back row.
You willing to buy that for me?
Yes, absolutely. I can get 2, one for the both of us.
Thank you.
You're very welcome, and that way there's security in case you already know a spell and I already know a spell. We just trade until we get what we want.
Yeah.
Perfect. I'll buy 2.
Wizard
Excellent.
trading card.
Wizard trading cards. Yeah, I mean,
I want a
McDuck.
multi-class and a wizard only for this one
Alrighty.
reason
Oh,
now.
I'm so excited for this. These
In your,
are.
in your original campaign after this, I'm building a wizard purely for this purpose.
Oh, I'm gonna do the same.
An
I
Eric
built a
Cochran
wizard that's
wizard.
literally just
Eric-
the ch-
Yeah,
the
here we go.
bishop
We're gonna make some
from chess.
wild rules here.
Yeah.
Again, the better you might find higher level stuff, or it might just be some of those classic like level 1s, like not cantrips, because again, you
Yeah,
can't.
yeah, but still something
teach a
useful.
cantrip. Still useful. They're very useful.
All right, I
Here
will
we
hand
go.
you one, and I will after you.
Here
You
we
open
go.
Yours first.
We're gonna do this classic deck draw style. So the first one you get. So Phoebus.
Oh, okay. I guess I'm opening first. Never mind.
Oh, sorry.
Just like
Loot crate, everybody.
You're
And
jumping
the
that out
first card.
because my phone's being weird and I don't know how to set up Messenger. I just
Oh
texted you.
yeah, you're good. Gotcha. Yes. Here we go, Phoebus. The first spell in your slot is detect magic.
Oh well. Do you know detect magic?
Yeah. Now I got look at my sheet. On a scale of 1 to character sheet, maybe. Yeah. This is fun. I'm excited you're doing this because, like, oh, I never thought we'd ever get to my
Shopping
wizard cards.
episode. We've killed so many things.
Gotta
We should
check.
relax.
No.
We've killed so many
Detect
things on that
magic.
boat.
Very well. Here you go.
Yes.
Yeah.
You gotta cast them all.
Yeah. I
Got some.
Here we
all
go.
magic
Bruno,
mod.
your first draw from. Oh my gosh.
What
So,
How
power word kill.
You know how there's like common,
Yeah.
uncommon, rare, and the
mythic.
legendary
Oh,
cards.
no.
I rolled a 99 percentile. meaning
Wish!
A level 4 spell. The highest you would ever get from these kind of draws is a level 5. If a perfect 100 percentile.
Yeah.
So on a 98 though, bro, the first card
Level
you
4.
draw is a level 4 spell.
Polymorph.
Turn into a rat.
Oh no.
My gosh. It is polymorph. One of the
Norinor can't stop the fox.
One of these
Can't
legend.
stop the
I had
fox.
to. I'm like, what was number 15 on this list? Oh my gosh.
That's going. That is going to the quote book. He can't
Polymorph
stop
of
the fox.
you
I've been
find
saying that the
legendary
entire
spell
campaign.
card
Exactly.
of
It's only now that I realize you
Congratulations.
truly can't.
Here we go.
Very useful.
Very useful.
Are you sure?
Yes. Give me this one.
Well, they're not of equal value necessarily.
You bought them.
Oh, thank you. I will
Aw.
put that
Nice, nice. I like that. Here we go.
Thank you, Bruno.
Phoebus.
I like Bruno.
We do talk about Bruno. Thank you so much.
You find your next one seems to be a level 2. Like
Ooh.
it's a bit more uncommon. You find interesting. Hold person.
Ooh.
I already know that one as well.
Oh, I'm so sorry. This is fun.
Bruno's just like, ah! Why are you giving
Go.
me things?
Bruno. Okay, this is a level 1 spell that you're finding, but a little more common. This is the spell known as Alarm,
Ooh, that's a good spell.
where
It's
it's
like
you cast it on like doors, windows, cast spells. Here we go.
Do you use an arcane focus?
I do.
Phoebus, here's your last one.
Redbird.
Hey, that's interesting. This is a higher level, uncommon level 2.
A level 2.
A level 2. And this is.
Another one.
This is the spell Rope Trick.
You create an extra dimensional space.
Pretty
with
fun.
rope.
Little extra dimensional space going on here. Bruno, your last one.
I don't know this one. Cool. These get 100.
That's a 93.
Oh,
My dude drew a god level pack first try.
Do you want to leave your book with us?
Do you want to-
I mean, like,
Here we go.
sand,
No.
but
Heck yeah. Dimension Door.
Oh.
Yo,
Here's
tell
one
buddy.
pack. You
Magic.
pulled Polymorph and Dimension Door and
Those are
Alarm.
such good
Um,
spells.
Impressive.
I use that
As well as
one a lot.
Detect Magic. I can't remember. off the top of my
I got Detect Magic, Hold
Hold
Person,
Person, and Rope Trick.
Rope Trick, which I gave you Hold Person and Detect Magic. So I know those already.
Alrighty.
Do you know Alarm?
I
He
don't.
does.
I do?
It's on
I
your
don't.
spells.
No, I don't know Alarm.
So I'm gonna give you Alarm.
dimension, dimension doors. The doors.
You got Dimension
Yeah.
Door!
That's a good one.
Oh my
Yes.
gosh, I love this. This is a good
So
session. It's
it's
roping up to be a really fun session. And
back,
that
I
is,
got a trick
we are
that's
going to cut
not
away, as that's
evil.
kind of your big thing of, like, we get the thing, and then it's like that full, you gotta nerd out middle of McDuck Mark of, okay, let's do the pack draw, like, oh, this is cool, okay, I'll trade you this one.
Very well done.
This is so cool! Oh,
Yes.
I love this.
If only I had extra money.
Oh, yeah.
Oh my gosh, no! I now want
Alright.
Barbosa
The point
tonight.
of these
Ian
is,
Lightfoot is a
In
wizard and
theory,
he's a
it's
teenager.
harder to get good
Come
stuff.
on, where are the cards?
You could spend a lot of money trying to get the spells you want from these. Here we
I
go.
now want to do Ian Lightfoot so bad with the magic
Um,
card system.
Because something important to note, yes, once you, it's the copying into the
Yeah.
book. The magic of these is once you copy it into your spell, something you know, the card will cease to have that magic. It's how McDuckmark gets their money's worth. So you could have like but you can't just pass it around to any wizard you know to get the spell. It's the idea of, you get it and get the spell, and then it becomes that trading card of,
So it's an
pulled
NFT.
a polymorph. No, it's not. Because anyone knows that NFTs are worthless, invaluable, intangible. But yes, it is that like,
NFT,
yes,
you can
I've
summon
got the
them.
spell, but I still have the card to prove it kind of vibe.
Yeah, and then we'll head back to the book.
Alright.
Sounds good. Waiting for our pending
Fast
bill.
forward a couple years, Esmeralda's gonna come home and he's on the floor with all these cards. I got new cards today.
I finally got one of my first level 5s and it was Dream! And
I'm trying to get a shiny chart. I mean, Firebolt.
Fireball.
Fireball.
you mean.
Fireball. Fireball is one of those, like, every collector just assumed Fireball's the best, so now Fireball is one of those, like, big ones to have.
And I'm like, I already know it. My teacher was just cool.
Yeah, your teacher's cool. I mean, it helps to have, like, a wizard mentor. We're going to cut now next to a bit of Barbosa and Jack. You are looking at the city, and eventually, what you're all kind of noticing again, shops are closing fast. But Barbosa, eventually you find what seems to be like a street vendor of magical baubles. They claim
Magical, magic balls.
like baubles, balls, trinkets. Like
Got
it's
it.
one of those like on street because you see like. Grab your merchandise, everything you need, protect you from demons, protect you from dragons, protect you from in-laws. All you need is to cast a spell and you've got protection.
Well,
What else you need?
I'm
Excuse
very
me,
good.
sir.
Yes, I am
I
indeed.
think you're a man who wants a treat for your monkey. Can I interest you
not
in a trinket?
It's for a friend. It's
Ah,
something
yes.
to replace a lost eye.
So let's see here. We've got some interesting trinkets for your friends. Now, is this friend more of a romantic persuasion or a long-term friend?
We go back since childhood. He helps me, I help him. We're all buds.
Alrighty. Well, we got some good trinkets here. Would you be interested? You see, he pulls out a, like, it looks like a skeleton, but the skeleton has a rose on it, right? Like, this will protect you from almost major necrotical harms.
Ooh. I'm looking for something that can fit in an eye socket.
Interesting.
Keep it all
friend
nice
got
and
there.
compact.
You see, he pulls out like, one of these little marbles. Now, these are fine trinkets, usually favored by wizards. If you want one of these, kind of whipping it through his fingers, one of these can let you be resistant to certain magical damages if you so choose.
Ooh. Now that is quite nice. Any other
Also
benefits?
poke out your eye.
I'm not going.
Yeah.
Nah, if anything, I might lose a leg. Really quick
Was
without
like-
dodge.
Bit of metagaming. But yes, you see, you get to, you take it, you choose it, stuck for life. There you go.
Ooh,
Bit of
stuck
resistance.
for life.
Stuck for
Yeah,
life.
That's...
Barbosa.
Yeah, like, I know someone who can do better than this.
Oh, well, you see, stuck for life, you don't want one of those magical items that goes changing on you, shifty as the wind, every which way blows different new
Fair enough.
course.
What else you got?
Oh, well, sure, that's about it, but I will say it's getting late. I gotta get home to my family. I don't know.
How much would that be?
Oh, well, for you, only 50 gold pieces for one of these beautiful little baubles.
This is Ian asking, is that a good price for him? Or that?
If you want to roll me an insight,
Or is he
uh,
trying to
No.
scam me?
Hey, this
Well,
is a street.
Pretty sure.
Your
Yeah.
conscience is speaking.
Oh,
You're
that's
being
kind of-
robbed.
Yeah,
This is where you
that was a nat 20. Yeah. I'm like,
Oh, not only is that a scam, nothing here is magical. This is a dude selling magic items on the street. There's no way he's actually legitimate.
yeah, I'm like, tell you what, buddy. I'll strike you a deal. I don't tell any authorities. You tell no one I was here. We go about our separate ways and have a good evening.
Interesting. All right. You see, go ahead and make me, no, he beat your passive. On your passive perception, just like, oh, all right, we're playing a bit of an interesting game. Well, how about this? You don't buy any of my wares, and you see he is holding a pistol that he grabbed from under his cart,
What the?
and I don't give you a fancy hole to put a bauble.
I probably have my Eldritch Flintlock, and I'm like, we just go our separate ways and get to drink.
Sounds like we do. Goodbye.
Have a good evening. I'm gonna watch my back as I walk.
He
away.
does too. Again, pistol aside, kind of dragging his cart
Same
away.
here, just like.
So unfortunately, Barbo said, no, you do not find a magical
Ah.
bauble.
Was that Christian Bale, the Newsies?
No, that's just a dude. That's one of my little NPCs I have.
Yeah, if not, I'm just gonna look.
Oh, you
for,
didn't
like,
even get his name, dang. But yes, no, it's
I'm
one of those like.
general
Do you even
supplies.
know his name?
I'm gonna get general
Darn.
supplies for the ship,
It's the best
because
episode.
we definitely do need to stock up after this after this.
Oh, Phoebus and it was that like they got you guys because McDuckmark's gonna have those like food supplies wood.
Yeah, we took care of that.
Yeah, they
How
were
much
taking-
extra gold do I need to spend for those?
Oh, for those, only an extra 50 gold if you want the better supplies.
Perfect. I have 1 platinum. Perfect.
Ah,
so
yes.
I have 3 gold left because I
Excellent,
don't
yeah.
get money.
Whoa.
I tell people to bring me receipts.
Sorry.
Okay, if
Listen, HR, you bring your receipts to me.
You
Yeah,
have to
my
write who
done,
bought it,
yeah.
where you bought it, what it was for.
circle the date with a pen and then just sign at the
Okay.
bottom. It's
If
not
not that,
That'll
hard.
highlight the total cost.
330 gold spent.
yeah, if not that, I'm just gonna look for new weapons, and something for Jack because he needs armor now that he can walk and
Yes,
talk.
I will say most weapons you're finding again aren't too better than what you have. if you want something for Jack, you can buy a bit of a like pocket knife. It only costs you like 2 silver.
And-
Giving the monkey a knife?
No, not a knife. I'm talking a vest. Something protective.
Oh, you were talking about. I thought you were talking about a weapon. I'm like,
No,
I'm just
Why
gonna-
are you giving your
Alright.
monkey with an agenda?
I'm not giving him a
Negative
knife.
one, a knife.
I'm gonna give him racks, tell him where the liquor is, and a matchstick.
No!
Way better.
If you want to spend 1 gold for a fancy little vest for Jack, a single gold piece, and it's a fine vest. This is like a good quality made, meant for like animals. Like this is for like high society people. Like, oh, you put it on your poodles, right? But Jack could wear this quite
Would
comfortably.
it give him a buff to AC? That's
Not
what
at
it
all.
was.
As Monkey did, you would need to find and seek out cities meant for animals. Like Zootopia exists. Like you know, Barbosa, there are cities that would have better stuff
They could also
because
technically
animals
help
live
us with
there.
prep work.
Fair enough.
Because if one's stuffing
Uh,
it in and the other's.
I'm just asking, would rolling up to the Brother Court with a
It just
pimped out
wouldn't work as a
monkey
one
do anything?
No, that's just your personal like.
It's like the freaking
screw-
monkeys from Rio.
Yeah, well, it's like think like a pirate lord could come with a parrot or a monkey.
Yeah,
It's just more
I'm
aesthetic.
getting at him. I'm giving him the vest.
Get him the cute little vest.
Give a little
Gusto and Nick, as Barbosa finishes up his shopping trip, you two are heading off to find quite a bit of stuff. Gusto, how much stuff are you looking for, shall I say?
So it's those things that I mentioned beforehand, and then I realized I only have alchemist tools, which I think I'm flavoring as like my cooking utensils.
Yes.
I want to get like actual, like better tinkering tools to work with. So,
Gotcha.
excuse me, smith's tools,
A
but
+3
You
all-purpose tool.
built all of that stuff with a whisk?
is that a real thing?
Yeah,
All-purpose
all
tools are a
personal,
real thing.
and it's only attuned by artificers, gives them extra cantrips and +3 to all their casting.
Is that a real thing?
Yeah.
I'm looking for one of those.
Yeah,
It's
Oh,
the +3 is
um,
very rare though. The
Sorry,
+1
I meant to
uncommon.
text this back.
yeah.
You're fine.
There's a +2.
I'll try to find a +3 multiple.
It's basically a
exists,
sonic
plus
screwdriver.
one.
Like a Venatores.
I'll try and get as good as I can.
Yeah, but as specifically, that's so irrelevant. I need smith's tools, and then those other things.
Yeah.
You turn it on. So
We want at least 2 10-day survivals on deck, and in case we need to bring somebody back.
Gotcha.
So I wouldn't count?
It's like, yeah, because like who's the other person, kind of vibe, how the spell dictates.
Oh.
So, sorry, Gusto, I got a little distracted.
You're all
My
good.
deepest apologies.
Sorry. It was my fault too.
So, you are looking for quite a bit of stuff. You have, of course, the all-purpose tool.
I
is-
do?
Well, I don't know. Sorry, on the list of things you're looking for. The stuff you're looking for. Here's why I need that. Gusto, if you want to make me a investigation check, Nick, you are with him, but is there anything specific you want to be looking for?
I'm looking for poisons, stuff to coat my sword.
Make investigation, because you guys are going to the not too well-known markets, right? It's not like the undermarket. It's not like it's a
I
bad
can-
thing.
I could use my background feature to get us to
Good.
contact.
Awesome.
Yeah, I think I'm gonna use that. My background feature.
And
Awesome. To get into the network of other criminals. I know the local kind of corrupt people that can sell stuff, get pay whatever.
And I'm gonna hit up the books and use my background feature of researcher to find the best places to go. A love board.
I'm
They're the
doing it
same
legally.
And
Well,
I'm
I'm
gonna
just
use
saying-
my background feature military rank to
And
And I'm gonna use my background feature to steal stuff. They'll say
Military
military
rank
rank.
works here. This is where I should-
Not too long after, you are easily able to find the underground. Nick, you discover, and maybe stuff, again, from your background, you know, the Merchants Guild, or Merchants Row, as it is called, this kind of curve in, is where all the big merchants are. Every merchant here is a part of the underground.
Perfect.
As it is an above ground underground where they can clear out in a moment's notice, and it's one of those I scratch your back, you scratch mine of, yeah, the dude down by the dock who's like, I'm a blacksmith, I make weapons,
this
and
Main
he
Street?
sells those weapons out. It
And
is
he
not
sells
Main
the
Street.
cheese.
I have these before Chippendale, I'll have you all know. But you know, like, you can get here, and Gusto, quick visit to the public library, researching lets you learn where you can find your stuff.
Eat it.
What Nick, it's not going to be hard to find the poison, so I will ask Gusto, what would you look for first then? Because you're realizing, okay, some of my stuff can be found in the upper districts, not too far from the cathedral. What would be one of those things you want?
Most importantly, it's Mike's money. I'm looking for the diamonds and the oil first.
Yes. Okay. Diamonds and oil. What you will find, again, from these high-rise, there are not a lot of diamonds left. You actually see there is this shopkeeper who, like, runs this kind of jewelry store. Unfortunately, a lot of our revenue and product was taken for collateral in with the city. We're dealing with a bit of a shortage of funds after the tsunami wave. A lot of businesses are really hurting right now, so we don't have a lot of great... I do have personal, like, 10, 20 gold piece type, like, earrings, little thing, like, nothing that would help for spells, though, as right now, a lot of the big spells in.
When do you know if there's a shipment coming in anytime soon, or...
You see, well, seeing as how the Dwarven Nation was attacked by a dragon, and everyone's... No? You see, it's that, like, employee end of the night, they're trying to be nice, but they're like, we don't have anything. But they're too nice to say it, so, like, we could probably in the next couple of months, I know we also, you know, in-house we try to cut our own stones, but maybe a month or two would be my guess.
Well, if it's gonna take a couple months, thank you for your time.
All right, thank you both. Have a wonderful evening, Mr. Soup Person.
Yep.
Weird, like, dysmorph suit. What would you like to look for next, Gusto? Oil.
Are you American?
Oil. The barons. But Gusto, you were looking for a specific kind of oil.
Yes.
Remind me again which kind. Sorry, I just blanked.
It's oil worth at least 1,000 gold.
1,000, yes.
Gold equivalents.
Gotcha. Oil is easy found. Again, a lot of factories moving just a little bit northward again is where you start getting to some of the factory districts. The oil you find you can buy at this, like, consumer price isn't available, so you're basically buying, like, standard industry price, where it's gonna cost 1,000 gold, yes, but you will be able to get this oil. Because this is heavy refined for the factories and machineries that Sumani does to output a lot of product, where you can buy it just from a factory.
Okay, and it's not only worth 1,000 gold because there's a backup in the market.
No,
prices
yes.
Okay,
Yes,
I'm making sure
yeah.
it's not like it's only worth 800.
The backup of the market is more just like Sumani doesn't have a lot because a lot's going into repairing the city. But this is high value oil that most of these factories use as well because it's best for arcane machinery to build ships and cities, right?
Yeah.
This is what they use.
I'm
here.
gonna buy just one.
Just one. Cool. Excellent.
I'm gonna buy one oil.
One oil, please. And this
One oil. Because I am
Which
an
kind?
important business magnate.
It's a drop so small that the surface tension's like perfectly holding it.
Yeah, this orc, like, foreman who, like, works his factory, just, you want to buy our stock oil?
Yeah.
Hell, all right. 1,000 gold, call square.
Works for me.
All right.
Well, how much gold did you have?
What? Not just a normal amount. Next, I want to go buy a
I mean, magical adamantium now. That you might actually, some of those arm pieces you might want to go with Nick then for. Because
that's true.
most of the big shops that could sell you the armor you would look for are closed, right? Like, so if you go with Nick, you might start finding the stuff you need.
True.
The kind of stuff you were talking about with me earlier.
Can we say I just like call out like, "Oh, Nick," and you just like come by and I jump on?
You could just grab. It's like grabbing like pajamas from a clothesline of. and you're just gone. Like,
You're just flapping in the
okay,
wind.
the board is what helps you guys get fast.
My arms are. I tie my arms around your neck, and then I'm.
Torso.
Nick, while as you are looking through the merchant's row, Gusteau, like behind you, very steady, like. You guys see Merchant's Row, again, to the outsiders, should be closed, right? They're packing up or they're cleaning up for the day. And yet, the people here that are helping clean are also merchant. It's that understood, like, oh, are you here to help clean up my stock? And, okay, what do you want? Like, I'll sell you the after-hour price kind of stuff. So you were looking for poison, easily found.
Injury type.
You see, yes. You were able to find from a goblin vendor this man. You see just who looks to be like fisherman, like he has a lot of fish, but just kind of like opens up the ice chest. There's vials upon vials, just like, listen, we got everything from make your grandma sneeze to hurt her ancestors 2 decades later. What do you want?
Hurt her ancestors 3 decades later.
Hey, hurt 3 decades. You see he pulls out, we call this the Agrabah Special.
No!
Sorry.
No!
You guys cops. Listen, we're talking not just poison. Anyone can poison their friends. This kind of shit will, in fact, paralyze them and completely take them out for, give or take, a day or 2. Listen, but, and you see he holds up, kind of clinks it, this is high value, meaning once exposed to air, gone in an hour. You can't just keep this on your shelf, okay? I got a vial guy, right? Got a vial, helps me keep these fresh, but once you break that wax seal, an hour. Listen, run you about 300 gold.
I'm with you, right?
Daddy, can I get an allowance?
Daddy
Gusteau.
Gusteau. Sugar daddy.
May I look at that?
Yes, of course. Please.
Can I roll to see if I can just like
make it?
Tell what it is made of?
Yeah! Like as an artificer chef. Well, chef, smell. Gusteau,
you're my
chef.
favorite.
This is
person.
water and grape juice. Yeah, no.
We can make it.
I would love you to
this
make
is just
me.
pickle juice and Kool-Aid.
Wait a second. Gusteau,
Wait a second.
please go ahead and make me. This is going to be an intelligence-based medicine check, I think.
Can I give him advantage?
Yeah, well, medicine because this is stuff to harm or hurt, right? And you're trying to figure out ingredients. It's a very herbal-based thing.
I'll ask the guy what the ingredients are.
Oh, this guy's gonna go through. Listen, you add a few drops of basilisk venom, 26. Slash of nightshade. You round it all off with just the pure olive oil that you can get around Thebes. This is water and food coloring.
Sir,
Yeah.
I think your suppliers lied to you.
Excuse me?
I open it and drink it.
Pours down this like empty syrup. You see a dude. All right, listen. I'm not gonna put it out. I do have it. You see, he's gonna pull out from underneath the actual like chest a small of a. But I'm not gonna hold out in the open. Okay, you call my bluff. This is the good shit. Cross my heart, you know where to find me if I'm lying.
Is it going to be too much Chaos Gremlin to try to roll again?
Oh no, I will say on that roll, you can immediately tell the texture and consistency is much thicker, right? It's a very much more viscous liquid
I wouldn't
inside.
be able to just like look at it and know.
Just looking, but even on a perception of like, okay, this is obviously different. And so you see he's just like, listen, okay, this is the actual stuff. I'm not gonna try to con you. I didn't know if you'd steal it. You don't know who's around here. 300. Hey, you call my bluff well enough. I'll say 275.
200.
260.
How about 200?
All
right. I see you've got your price.
So I set my pen on the table. And I'm just gonna be, hey, listen to the close.
What is that for the check I'm signing? Okay. 250. I gotta sell 250 or I start hurting.
I'm just being stingy. 250.
250. All right. He gives yes and no check. Once you can hold everything, this is the actual vial of what he says.
And you got how to make it?
I don't think so, but we
No.
have it. If once we're back at the ship, after the fight where you use it, if we immediately rush back to the ship, I can look at it before.
Try to do a little bit of that artificery chefery, like.
I think he said what the
deconstruct.
ingredients were. Was he being serious?
He seems serious. He may not have like told you all of them, or
That's
maybe
what
some of the like other magical properties to make it. It's that like any good vendor's gonna make sure he sells its selling points, but doesn't give you everything to like make him
And
obsolete.
yet people act
I'm
surprised
looking
when I won't
for
tell them where to get
a
my
bit
pancakes
more.
when I sell them.
Like, I want to get my grandparents 3 generations down, but I also want to get my
You
aunts 3 generations
both
down.
feel this dude just. Excuse me. Boom, boom, boom. Immediately, he closes the fish, grabs his fish cart, walks away. You both feel a shadow standing behind you.
Who is it?
You both turn, and a giant elephant is standing behind you.
Woo!
If we don't move, I don't think you can see us.
Wait, what?
Dumbo!
Yeah!
As you are sitting here, Dumbo,
Locks it on.
the compass in your
What are
hand.
the odds that he dropped one of the poisons?
Oh, no. Like, he sees this giant elephant just like, okay, goodbye. Like, I don't know what kind of game you're
Shuts
playing.
my hand in the case and like dragging me.
Takes you out of it. But you see, Dumbo, the compass in your hand is pointing directly at this suit. This is not what you were looking for. You were looking for something much smaller and circular.
You're looking for the ring.
The precious.
He's looking at you funny. What'd you do? You know him?
Dots put together instantly.
Yeah.
Just a quick thieves' cant through hand motions to you. It's
Yeah.
like, hi, I'm looking for a ring.
Bitchin'.
I don't know what's worse.
It's like the blood.
You
sign
sign your
of
mother
the
with that
spell
now, like,
kitchen.
I don't know what's worse, that or based.
No, but yeah, kind of starting to put these together. Like, I'm looking for a ring. Yeah, you get this of like a ring.
You violent?
You violent?
Only if needed.
Listen, I don't know.
As closing the compass, keeping it hooked onto.
It was pointing at this Gusto claw, so.
You can't have it.
What do you?
I'm gonna flick it back out, and now looking for some sort of, I guess, vessel that I could transfer the thing in the ring out of the ring.
That's an interesting thing to be looking for. Let me.
Why are you looking at me like that? Ella?
That is a goaded.
Why can't you speak? You some sort of dumb.
On a natural 20.
No way.
There seems to be something close by, as the compass is pointing you to a stall down. It's like, oh shoot, it's behind me. Do I have to? You see a metal worker, like a blacksmith, is clanging away, but not like
Maybe a
on a
whitesmith.
specific thing. More like bending sheets into something that can be used later. This dude is what seems to be like elven in nature.
Yeah,
Is just
close
kind of
compass, hide it again. Nod to both of these figures, standing back up, walks over, looking at this smith, sort of just knock on the stall.
You see, the elf raises his head. Just,
I'm gonna
Right.
attempt a small thieves' cant of hello.
oh, righty. So sorry. We are closed. He signs hello back.
All right.
Interesting.
I sign. I am in need of a great craftsman to make a vessel for a soul.
You see.
What are you doing?
Oh.
He's trying to dump his soul into something else so
All
he can
right.
steal the ring.
He looks over and
What
sees me flopping
kind
around.
of soul would you need to push?
French.
Alive or dead?
French.
Alive, standing over there in suit.
I'm doing like one of the gas station like.
Yeah.
What are you doing?
Speculating
You
in-
trying to blend in?
What, you may be inflatable?
I saw you walk in here. I don't know if this is gonna work.
The elf like leans past you, Dumbo, sees this, leans back, just tough. This is gonna be tough. I got some stuff. He's gonna pull behind and pull out what seems to be an intricate, glowing, arcane crystal. It's like, And yes, I put on Gusto's theme music as the Ratatouille music playing, just like, I've got this gem. You see, and all this while he is talking, just like, if you come back tomorrow, I could probably make you a lovely pair of boots. You know, just like something, just. But I've got this gem. We implant it using some arcane. Take me an hour. Can't promise anything. Soul might get sucked back to hell.
Deal.
All right. You see, he goes, cool.
Nick is looking
Excellent.
at this like,
Price.
We need to go, man.
Let's say this is
We don't have
pretty
time for
big.
this.
10,000 gold.
I slap out.
I
I-
they killed Flint.
I
I
go.
forgot to tell you that.
Yeah, 57,000.
You got what?
They killed Flint and took all of Flint's treasure.
That's more than 0.
That's so much more than 0. You have cash now, Dumbo. As the Imagineers
Yeah,
pirate start Flint and
Treasure!
Yeah.
Daddy, can I have a
I
beat him up and steal his money.
reaching out, coming in,
You took
and
his-
pulling out.
Well, piece of bait.
He also slaps down his dagger.
Oh,
on the table,
interesting.
the
And
red one?
through the,
Flint's
no, I
dagger?
don't have the red one. I gave that to Andrew when he ran off into the
Yes,
marsh.
yeah.
Anyway, so then I will sign also.
Oh,
Is
the
there
red
some sort
dagger.
of returning enchantment you'd be aware of perfecting?
Turning?
As in throw, come back.
That's big. Maybe.
All right.
Tried it
I'll
out a
toss in
little bit.
5,000 more gold.
5,000. So how much total?
So
are you-
15,000 for that and the dagger.
Yes. You see, he goes,
I don't speak
let's talk.
these cans.
Bring your
Because
friend.
he could do that
Perfect.
easy. He did
I-
that for you.
I'm just looking
Yeah.
at this like,
I approach and
I'm not gonna be able
Hey,
to stop the elephant.
kneeling down
You
in
could
front of
use
this
5,000 gold.
thing of Gusto, and oh well, it didn't say that. Sorry. Would you like a body?
Go with that.
Oh, okay.
Depends what it looks like.
You see, this dude's pulling up a mismatch of breastplates, leather work. Like, it's not so. Like, again, he doesn't have because it's. But it's that like I could do something into the gem that I have to put into like a make a thing because
Yeah.
it's like that. All right, something like okay, basic
It's
arms,
a
like
little
a head.
haphazard, but I need whatever your soul is stuck in right now. It's for a friend. I will purchase it from you. I've already paid for the funding of your new body as well.
Oh shit.
What?
You don't have to purchase the ring if you can convince the blacksmith to attach a shield that I can use without having to hold it.
Perfect. I go back over and I knock on the thing, and then I
That's
sign
amazing. What a great
that. The
ass.
shield
That's a
that
great
can't that
deal.
it gives +2 HC without taking a hand.
Say, ooh, okay. Bit
1,000 more gold.
much.
Slide 1,000 more gold on.
He says, make it 3.
3 done.
3, yeah. So
So
total
18,000.
18,000 gold. This is a pricey body, Gusto. You better not mess this up.
Do not let us
but
shred
yes,
this
it's
one.
big old heavy, but it's something that's like it would be a part of the arm that like it kind of extends outward. So you're not holding it. It's just that is your arm
But
too.
it would-
Where,
You'd
what's
have
it called?
hands.
Semantically leave my hands free.
yes, it like it's on your so your hands wrist down.
That's
so everything in is just choo choo. It's like imagine like a wind.
Soldered onto the.
Yes,
Yeah.
soldered
Like the
on
Percy
where like
Jackson shield? Just
not
like
like Percy Jackson where it can just appear from nothing. It has like enough of it is built into your arm where
So
like
like a real life replica.
like
of
a
this.
rollout shield, if that makes sense, where you
Yeah.
roll up,
It's like
roll
the
down.
snap-on bracelet.
Yes! It's a snap-on shield. Like,
I love it.
You just.
Yes.
but yeah,
Swap
so
it.
it's something where it's like, yes, it will add to your AC, but it's intense because like I'm gonna have to weld on and in and
Yeah.
make a cut in.
And also signing to him is like, you finish it all within 3 hours, I give you an extra 1,000 gold. And then I walk
Sure.
back over.
Got yourself a deal.
It's done.
Yeah.
It will be
Thank
made.
you. May I ask who the friend is?
Do I at all recognize who these
I
people
mean,
are?
he's wearing Mr. Incredible's.
He is
He
wearing
is.
Mr.
That's-
Incredible
I see
suit, and this is
that.
a fox with Jim's board and like
And
all these-
Facilia's
and
outfit.
Facilia's outfit. Like,
When you come back, I have this paper and a pen. I'm like, you signed this? You see it, and there's a whole bunch of other names signed.
you
on
see
it.
all the other Imagineers that
Yep.
Nick Wilde has met.
Dumbo pulls it out. He holds his hand out, signs
Why do
it
we always
with a
miss
pen,
the cool stuff?
hands it back in, puts
Oh.
it back.
I
And then
need
he's
to
also
hear
going to
back
pull out
from
his
us.
Imagineers badge sort of thing for you.
Go ahead,
Oh.
Sam. Go ahead and actually
I'm
sign
getting
that. and stuff.
everyone.
You're getting everyone. I like this. Nick
Have you
Wilde's
gotten the
personal mission.
parties?
I gotta get these signatures.
Gotta catch them all.
I
I can't get Bell and
Would
freaking
you
Adam
by
because they're
chance be
stingy.
going to fight
Listen,
a
Adam
Demogorgon?
knows the worth of his signature as
Oh,
a king.
Totally
Adam's
understand.
like, I'm not gonna just sign anything.
Unfortunately,
But,
I do not believe I will be attending that battle.
You
The
give
Demogorgon,
your
they're probably going to
castle
have
to
done by
me.
the time I got back, right?
It's this is what you're doing while they're fighting the
But
Demogorgon.
They're
you
currently
will
doing
From Adam a couple years ago.
But you are with the Imagineers.
I will be returning to them.
Dumbo, you do have something that the Imagineers are planning on delivering to this group in particular.
Everything's clicking.
You pull out a wooden eyeball out of your.
Huge, huge.
Barbosa
Where
has
was the
not
pirate?
shut up about this all
I signed that.
You're right. I'm like, where are
Finally,
they?
he can be
Yeah.
Where
quiet.
are the two?
Thieves canting to you, where's the
Yeah,
pirate?
hop on the board. Wait, never mind.
And you see,
Because
his hood
you
comes off.
paid like.
Ears.
Oh! Did it start raining?
As I just flap him and I fly off the ground a little bit.
Where are we going?
Wow.
And then I land back down, and the ears sort of like with their own muscles fold themselves behind my head again as
That's
the cloak
so
falls
cool.
off.
That's so cute.
I needed to ask you
God.
about what I texted you because that would be
Basically,
hilarious.
No.
Is
Rats.
there anything
God.
I can, is there anything we can do to help you? Is the ring needed for anything, or I don't speak Thieves' so I would.
No.
I signed you.
I'm
The
sure- I don't
ring, the ring is a gift for a friend who. This would solve many of her problems.
She's giving it to a friend and it'll solve her issues.
Well, you can have it free of charge, other than the suit, of course, since we've already paid, and that's nice.
And then also, I'm gonna perceive real quick. Do I see any?
There's no way.
A
that
big
would-
frilly hat with a feather
I'm
out of
looking
it.
around for adamantine breastplate
Yeah, why don't you have plate?
because I'm a rogue.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
Sit down.
I
Say,
forgot.
Dumbo's insanely good. Dumbo cannot have.
I
big
also,
armor.
while we are here, the armor he's creating is heavy armor, no?
Yes.
Okay, so it's heavy armor, and it also has that extra +2.
Yeah.
Just making sure that
So
I'm
I spent all
milking
the
it through
time
all
preparing
that.
Mr. Incredible Suit
But
for
it's,
nothing.
go ahead and make that roll. You can spend a minute because Dumbo's a broken level 19 character. Oh, you'll love to see it. You'll love to see your
So
character.
that is. Hey, don't worry. That's a 24. Passive of 29.
Passive 20. Yeah, Dumbo. Vroom. This dude in the back of his shop, the elven man you were talking with, seems to have adamantine metal in there.
All right.
But he wasn't bringing out because it's not like, oh, if you want a base model, I'll just bring
Yeah,
stuff
I'll
out.
approach and signing. I'm like, could we get the adamantine on that?
You see, the dude audibly is like, ooh.
And also, how much adamantine does he have back there?
This is what. Here's
What is
what you know.
happening?
I might dip it.
You're single-handedly saving the economy.
The economy.
Gusto is gone.
Guys, this
What?
is cool. I feel like I'm like a little baby, like watching. I'm like,
Elephant descended from the
I'm
sky
like
and
a
just
clone that
blessed you
gained
with
consciousness.
This only helps because
Like,
Double had a
the
specific
numbers
mission to
accuracy.
find something
Yep.
that there's only one of in this world that you, sir, are inhabiting. This one item. That's why I'm like, shoot, this is gonna be
Never
cool.
cast Identify on this.
That's a good
You never
point.
think to, right?
We
Like,
never thought
It's
to.
Gusto. Why do you need to?
all right, here we go. He's got adamantine metal, not armor.
Perfect.
Possibly because legally, if a cop or like other like person get by,
guys
you can say
can't
like,
have
oh, I
cops.
might do something with it. Because if you have it, there's like tariff and taxes upon like owning magic items like adamantine metal, right? It's easier to keep it in a raw form because then you make it on demand, right? He would have enough that he could either make a full adamantine like mismatch still, like it's basically infusing the adamantine into what he has to make something for Gusto, or enough that it would be enough on Gusto and it could be enough of a plate for someone else.
Enough of a plate or a breastplate.
A breastplate.
Perfect. I want that.
Yes.
Because you can wear breastplate, right?
I don't want to mess up with my
Fine then.
He's got
invisibility.
a
Fine then.
swagger.
I'll bring that as a gift for someone else.
All right.
I have invisibility with the thing I have.
Yes.
Yeah.
Here we go. This is what this is gonna run you.
On top of the 18,000. So
Yes,
separate-
because again,
Uh,
18,000. This
I
was for
already
all this
removed
stuff. 18,000.
An $18,000 body. What are you, a Kardashian?
What do you want to say?
He's trying to talk to him and he's
Well,
like,
I don't know that he needs a weapon that can return.
Uh,
So, since I don't know that, I could save him 5,000 gold, but
I mean,
Oh,
you
no.
have to stay
How do you
attuned
make-
to it.
Here we go. This is going to cost you adamantine. I'll say this. With the plate being on its own, it'll cost you about 1,500, of course.
Okay. How much?
The
He
adamantine.
doesn't want the breastplate. I'll
He's
just put
gonna
it all onto
tack
the suit.
on another 3,000 total for using it. So it's like another 4,500 gold pieces to like, okay, I'll incorporate the adamantine into most of this dude's armor to help him. So like again, like the breastplate around the gem, right? Maybe the head and the arms.
Is he still saying all this in Thieves' Canter as he dropped
Thieves
it?
Can't.
Okay.
This is you never know who's coming
Dude,
through.
you
speak
chopped
twice.
off
I'm not translating.
This dude is not taking chances.
Yeah.
It's one of those.
So instead of the breastplate, I want to try and get him to put the
For
extra
now,
adamantine
yes,
on the
but
dagger.
Pointing at my wedding ring.
Ooh,
But for
instead
now,
of
yes,
breastplate.
but once
You
I
see,
have
looks
this
at these
armor,
daggers.
I
Just
don't know.
are these
Although
what
I can make my
return?
head
Gotcha. Sounds
And
good.
then I
I
also
can
split
make
the dagger into
my
its two
helm come up as
pieces.
an
You see, goes-
action, so I can probably just still go headless.
3 hours. I'll cut it close.
Yes, Yuma has a slot to sit in.
If
Here
I
we go.
help you. Oh, he's Thieves'
And so
Canter.
it's 4,500 more gold.
4,500 more.
Okay.
He builds Gusteau
As he
this beautiful Warforged body of
Oh, he
a
finally got
breastplate
it.
here, a weird mismatched arm here. The adamantine is for you on your shield, on your breastplate, and on your head. Is what he was able to successfully do.
Wooden head.
Phoebus, you now have
Phoebus,
adamantine daggers.
I'm Dumbo.
That Dumbo, sorry. Have to split mine. Dumbo, these daggers, you throw them. Bonus action, they're able to return to your hand.
Both of them.
Both of them. As they are one and the same. It helps because they're a god weapon gift that you were
Yeah.
given from your holy paladin patron. So it's not like it helps. This is insane.
Perfect. And yeah, I will give him the. If he gets it done in 3 hours, I give him the extra 1,000 gold.
Here's
his
his
double.
just pure luck check. Can you do it in time?
Wanna roll again?
You wanted lucky
no,
for
no, no,
him?
don't use a luck point. As he's working on mine, I go to help him to make sure I like. So can I just give him the help action? As he's like,
Okay.
obviously working on my body, I want to know how it works.
Yes, so that you'll be able to do self repairs.
Exactly.
Like again, this is actually a good body where it's like, unless you're talking stuff like disintegrate or high like 7th through 9th level spells, Gusto, it's you can do the repairs
Okay.
now on yourself. You shouldn't have to go buy body parts forever. In theory, it's like oh no, yeah, I'll get cut up, scratched, like it will do damage to my body, right? But even dropping to 0, it's just the body has taken enough damage that it can't keep itself together, shall we say? But then like healing magic stuff, again, your body's just
Would
stuck then
mending
in the
work on
crystal.
him?
But again, mending could in theory
Yes!
bring you back up if you mending actually.
Spell slots.
You
to
are
heal
a
you, bro.
Warforged Artificer cook. There we go.
This is why artificers and whatnot are just
He
the
finishes
greatest
within the
PBJ
3
combo.
hours,
Perfect.
and I'll say all of you doing it off like, because again, diverting attention. This is working into the night, where like eventually like night security comes around, and all of you have to blend it. You guys watch Dumbo just straight up disappears when the night guard comes, and the second this dude turns around, he's right there. It looks like he didn't even.
I do the
As
same
you
thing.
look away, you see his trunk is setting down a potted plant as he reappears.
With your insane passive stuff, you could just like no. Yeah, you two, it's not like oh
Wait,
shoot,
what?
right? He's got
I
insane
have a
stuff.
passive stealth.
Oh,
Is,
yeah.
Have we brought him back up yet?
I go invisible, actually.
Almost.
Almost.
This is like
And
it
my
takes a lot
ability is
because it's also like think post surgery where you're like check his vital, is he still breathing?
Yeah.
Is his no
By
airway
the way, I texted
fluids?
you something.
Oh, thank you. But yes, this will bring then to the end.
Just for mechanical purposes,
What's happening?
Okay,
what type of armor would it
I
technically
plus
be
12
like an
in
adamantine
damage,
plate?
this
or
is
it
adamantine
Double
plate
just nods at
armor.
you.
Dude. He's got
This
big,
is
beefy
the
butt.
gold. Like in theory, if an
Bro.
enemy knew or was smart enough, or like you guys, if you want to hit Gusto, say, "Oh, let me go for the legs and arms." It's it's just plate. It's not adamantine. But like unknowing enemies, where you're just like, "Let me go for the chest, the head, the shield," right? Like, oh shoot, you can't crit on
Oh,
that.
you're saying specifically. What's gonna
Okay,
happen?
so I no longer have Mr. Incredible's suit, but I do have that arm on top of my adamantine plate, correct?
Yes.
I feel bad. We've kind of abandoned poor Bruno. He's just like, where
Well,
am
Bruno
I?
and Phoebus are like walking
we're
back
just
to
chill.
their
You're having a Pokemon battle right
Just
now.
having fun.
I use polymorph. Well, that wins.
Dimension Door, get out of there. No.
And I win again. Yeah, no.
My deck of 2 cards.
As you guys,
This is just like,
That's
sucks.
me for my new armor class. It's 22.
I know. Gusto
Better
as
than Nemos.
22.
And you gotta be a Gusto, and now you're a Gusto!
Now he has to make stuff that's able to hit you.
Oh, don't worry.
Little
My
reckless
kid's
baby.
name is
We gotta
like
do the
him.
soul swap.
And when I say make a deck save, what do you say, Gusto?
Yeah, that's okay.
Yeah.
Hey,
Hear
August,
me out,
out of
there's
curiosity,
Marcus'
Dumbo's had a
Sparkle
long
with
rest.
enhanced ability that can
Oh,
give you
yes, Dumbo-
advantage
yeah,
on
it's
those.
I have
Did he
that
also
as
get the
well.
11 10 from
Exactly.
Peter doing inspired speech before he left? Or did he do it
Meg gave you
Oh, the
17.
11.
Can I?
Or 11.
Eleven.
With
Yeah.
an
Can I
artificer's
take,
glyph abilities, I stacked
no.
glyph
Here we
ability
go.
activations.
As you are all
Advantage on roll checks.
appearing back, Dumbo, you can fall them back, because again, it's that, like, make
Yeah.
sure you give it to who you need to. All of you guys end up back at the ship. Right
Oh,
when
I will stealth.
Dumbo, Andrew seems to be coming around. As waking up, you see Andrew sitting there,
No more stealth.
scar on his chest, like clutching in
Oh,
pain.
by the way, we
As
found
Mike and Esmeralda, you are
It's
moving
about
back.
time. Hans is
Where
back.
the fuck
Andrew
did he come from?
sees you, Dumbo. Just
I'm picking him up off the ground in a hug.
Oh.
you see, he returns the hug.
Oh hey, you know Hans?
You know what? Yeah.
He doesn't meet your eye.
I'm gonna just ruffle up his hair a little bit. And then he speaks Thieves' Cant, right?
He does.
I will motion.
I
You
want to
still
listen
have
in
the
on
dagger?
I want to listen
You
in on
see-
the conversation.
He pulls out from his back the dagger.
I pat him.
What?
And then, no, I'm doing it. He can keep it.
Yeah.
You keep. He keeps Pascal's bread dagger, or Pasquale's bread dagger. As all of you guys are now all together, like coming in, you
love
see
that
all
line.
this stuff. You see Andrew's not meeting your eyes as Phoebus and Bruno, you're coming in with gifts and supplies. Gusto, like now just marching tall.
So the soul transfer worked?
The soul transfer worked.
I have the ring.
You have the ring.
Oh.
Gusto, your body
Wait.
is now, in theory, a crystalline object.
Oh.
Which, upon leaving it, this ring now gains its normal properties for what Dumbo's gonna be for.
Well,
Go ahead and take it. Ring of mind shielding.
I'm terribly sorry. Who is this?
Also,
other person? Was that the elephant we saw?
Oh yeah, holding out
The
from
elephant
just
in the
boom.
room.
Yeah.
I don't.
Where in heavens?
Barbosa pushes everyone.
I kneel down so he's eye level with you. He's 9 feet tall. Kneeling down to be eye level. Captain Flint is dead. And then
I
he
heard.
stands up.
Yeah, we know.
You see,
Oh.
Andrew's not looking. Andrew, your passive being insanely good. He has just crumpled a piece of paper that appeared in his hand and put it into like a little pocket in this open shirt.
You okay, Andrew?
Only Dumbo's it because
yeah.
of your
Hey,
insane passive.
Sleight of hand stealthiness.
Oh my gosh!
Even a 21 passive didn't pick that up?
I have a 29.
He's a good rogue. Like
Dang it,
Hans is
that's
actually
annoying.
very
Wow.
stealthy.
Yeah, so 28 sleight of hand, and 26 stealth.
You rolled a 7.
You slip it out. You ready for
Yeah.
this piece of paper?
Yep.
It reads, "Andrew, you're alive?" Question mark. I've got a lot. You've got lots to explain.
Oh, she's mad.
I need the truth. Da wouldn't be happy if I fancied a disgraced, murderous, banished prince.
Oh,
Merida.
And then I will sleight of hand it back into his pocket. Stealthily at a 26, and then with stealth of 32.
He doesn't think it ever leaves his pocket. He just
Yeah.
No.
I'll
That's
another
not
paper
how
goes
it works.
in.
That was the
Yeah.
coolest thing!
yeah.
That's how it works.
Andrew, I guess your name
Andrew,
is...
Hans.
Yeah, we removed the thing, so you're good now. No
Yeah.
more explosion. No more
You know,
tracking your.
And next time that happens, maybe you should explain it like quicker. Otherwise, we don't have to
like
deal
we
with
handled
Gargoyle
what they
Lady.
sent, but
He's not saying just kind
Yeah,
of
you say
nodding.
gargoyle later, Dumbo just looks at you.
Oh, she's dead. She's a diamond now.
Also,
Show me.
I pull out the diamonds.
Perceive.
You perceive in the fractaline increases of a diamond an image of Demona, but it doesn't look like the one you fought.
Alright.
So that could mean many things.
Could be
but
a
it's
lot
not
of
like
things. I'm gonna go with the
In
hopeful
no,
action.
hold on.
Are you good?
We
Who are
received a
you?
message saying we
He
have
whips
4
out the
tonight.
Imagineer
Oh,
badge thing.
We've seen
Yes.
That's not telling me your
he
name.
was in that.
Mr. Dumbo.
And yeah,
correct?
Mike, you can show
Oh,
Dumbo
I pull out
Rapunzel's image.
I pull out the image and I'm like, see, Rapunzel drew this, and remember he was in the back, and like
Dumbo,
everybody
that's
was
cool.
here, and
We
you were
received
there,
word that
and
4 of the
you were
9 pieces
there,
of has
and-
been gathered. What are the other 3 in specifics? Were those Flint,
Yeah.
Smoke, and Jack, or were there
The other
others?
parties are holding on to Jax. Flint's has gone off and Hooks has gone off. Like, the party sent
No
2
idea.
off to the other parties for their characters to have
Got it.
of the 9
And
pieces
I
of
will
eight.
thieves can't that to Nick.
Yeah.
I can also read that. Cool.
Yeah.
Aye.
So most
Yay.
of you.
Sick. Let's go.
And
We don't have
yeah,
I should
also when
probably
I
still
sleight of
pick
hand
up-
the paper back in. I slid an extra Dumbo paper in.
Of course you did.
It's got a little drawing on it.
Aw.
Yeah. And then
Do you need a ride?
thieves canting. Do you guys need anything?
Yes.
Yeah,
I need-
probably.
Andrew's got
I don't know. I
it.
just want stuff.
Me, I should still probably pick up its organ because if I just walk into the brother court with this, they're like, where did you grab that from?
Well, that's yours.
It's
like, they
yours.
can't
Like,
say anything
You
back.
gave it to him to not let anybody
Like,
else
the
know.
brother
There's
court
gonna
knows
be
it's-
crying.
No,
eyes.
the Brethren Court knows it. You can't fake these. These
Fair
are
enough.
high-level magic. They're technically artifacts, even though they don't do stuff magically. So it's like, if you have
Oh
it...
frick, that's
you know-
confirmation.
Well, because it's like that, oh, and you bring
They
it
don't-
and it's not there, and then you just instantly die. Like, they're gonna know it's
They
yours.
don't do stuff magically. You just said that out loud.
Oh,
My patron,
Yeah.
Calypso.
Yeah.
Shit.
We would love any boons that you may have. Oh,
yeah.
great elephant one.
Something.
I don't know if you have
Uh,
those
frick.
before.
I'm
He's
He
so
carries nothing
curious.
on him.
Why
It's
would
just
you-
Um,
because
That
while we
sounds
were on
really
Flint's
weird.
ship, it was really mechanical, and I've
Because he flew.
interacted
Oh.
with this ship. I possessed this ship.
With your current body, it'd be much easier.
Oh.
I thieves can't again to Esmeralda and Nick. Can anyone here identify magical things?
I
Ooh,
point
that
to
might
my
actually be helpful.
Phoebus.
Phoebus. looks up.
Captain Phoebus can.
Yes, I can do that. Dumbo will whip out this bottle of mysterious liquid,
Ah!
which he did not leave with Merida, and
Ah!
hand it to Phoebus, who will ritual cast Identify on the mysterious bottle that's marked for unruly guests.
Oh my god.
Actually, I do need to ask Phoebus about this
Ah.
because I don't know what happened to my patron, and this
Don't
could
you just
possibly
hate it
the
when your
piece of
parties
8 could lead to a
cooperate?
clue to that.
Cooperation, you gotta hate it, right? Phoebus,
Root beer.
this is
Got it.
a 9th level sleep spell in a bottle.
Ah.
Oh, I could take.
That
Is it
is
bottled
powerful
Maleficent?
magic. 9th level
Bottled
sleep spell.
nap juice.
Is
I
it
heard
just
of
one
bottled
dose?
water.
Nap
form?
time. This is
Just
great.
like one dose, and just how would it be? Does it be like in
It can be injected
Injected?
via a syringe, a dart, or in theory, like applied to a sword. There's multiple ways of injection as long as it gets to the bloodstream.
Yeah, Dumbo will nod and take it back and put it in his pocket.
Okay.
Mr. Dumbo.
Does Andrew want to atone?
Andrew's not saying a word. He is sitting in this cell.
I don't know if
Andrew.
it's
Just
alignment
a
It's alignments change.
just a
I
question.
like that.
Do you know anything about Scream Tech? And if you know anything stronger than screams.
Laughter.
It is
The world's third greatest gift.
Metagame. But yeah,
No,
but
the
you've
world's
never heard
third
Scream
greatest
Tag.
gift behind ice cream and children.
Okay, power stronger than fear. Just throw
Happiness.
something out
Hope.
there.
Love.
How do I bottle hope?
I don't know.
With laughter.
Dumbo. I,
Nick metagaming in his mind.
Luck.
Laughing, but that's
You have a
stupid,
luck
right?
check.
Nick would say that, I think, just
Oh,
ironically,
laughing.
jokingly.
Dumbo.
What are the odds Nick would say that as a joke?
As a joke, but yeah, who's gonna
3
believe
nat
it?
20s in a row.
I found this
Bro.
artifact.
Nope,
and,
it's already not one.
I said that.
believe I will never
He
use
said
it.
it.
but I think your party might get some use from it. And I pull off my back a horn of blasting and hand it to you.
Hey, yo.
Hey,
I don't
yo.
think that's something that I should have anymore.
The mechanical person with the horn of blasting, which has a chance of just exploding.
And doing extra damage to something that's made of glass or crystal. So,
Yeah.
I'm gonna not hold on to this.
Kamikaze maneuver?
But if it goes wrong, it doesn't do damage to anybody else.
It's just
it's
him.
just me.
Yeah.
And to you, that would kill you.
So that's for you.
Nodding. You see him pull out a little notebook and scratch something off of the list, and then close it and put it back.
Oh, frick.
Man with priorities.
You have a list of fancy things?
He pulls out this list, and you see scratched out. You didn't even see him write over it, but you see written next to it now is Horn of Blasting, next to a scratched out. Let me pull up legitimately.
Ring
what
of
it
Mind
is real quick.
Shielding.
Ring of Mind Shielding is crossed out on the list. There's also.
It's a couple stuff.
Yeah, there's fun stuff.
Unfortunately, nothing I think you guys have.
He has crossed out the plate of etherealness.
Oh, yes.
And replaced it with the Horn of Blasting.
Why do you need...
You see also on the list, at the top, there is a name Meg, dash Ring of Mind Shielding, Rapunzel, dash Bracers of Defense, Raya, dash Robe of Stars, Peter, dash Scratch Out Plate of Ethereal Lights, now Horn of Blasting, checkmarked,
Yep.
Merida,
Yep.
dash Animated Shield, and Dumbo
Ooh, that's a good
with
one.
just like what looks like a question mark next to it, but also scratched out now.
Dumbo's going shopping. Dumbo, Andrew is going to Thieves' Cant only to you.
Okay.
In a high enough roll, none of their passives.
Yeah.
Dang it. 21?
Can I go with you?
Also in a sleight of hand of higher than their passives of 30.
Yeah, 30. Just because he wants this to be a bit private. Of just.
I planned on bringing you.
UC says, "Thank you." Just very simple.
And then also on that same sleight of hand, I'll say, check your pocket on the ride.
Again, no one's truly perfect. So Andrew looks at Lisa's pocket, but just like, okay, just kind of nod. And it looks like he's ready to go. As you have now given what you need.
There is an
you know
unspoken
how you
conversation between Nick and Mike.
Gotcha.
Do you know any
Over text.
just fun information that could be helpful to us about things that are happening?
Any fun
just
facts?
being someone who's...
Thieves' Cants, if you find any mugwort, let me know.
Mugwort
is mugwort.
He's asking for mugwort.
That's
and
mugwort.
then
Can't
also
describe
Thieves' Canting, I will say, don't lose hope.
Says not to lose hope.
The world sucks right now,
Yeah, it does. The
but
world
everything
does
is going to
It is
work
not.
out as long as we all stick together.
Okay.
Keep your friends
We're
close and keep them safe.
Keep your friends safe and warm. Kiss them goodnight. Cuddle with
That's
them.
not
Kiss the
what he
homies
said.
goodnight.
Exactly,
Got it.
exactly what he
The
said.
The trunk pats you on the head.
Yeah, like
Um,
that.
Heading your
Do it like
ears.
that. See?
Here's what I'll say, Dumbo. Giving this all, you know, it's also for all the. It's late, and you all do have that deadline of like it would. You want to keep going.
Yeah.
I need to crash.
You can set off. You
Oh yeah, also quick Thieves' Cant.
comes out.
Who is your treasurer or money person?
Me. Give it to me.
It's
Yeah.
Nick.
I don't trust him.
I see 3 different
Everyone,
points.
yeah. Phoebus, Mike, and Nick.
It is
bring
Mike.
Does
Yeah.
he
Yeah,
still say that?
it's
Yeah.
Phoebus and Mike, basically, but...
Phoebus were like, Mike is the most trustworthy of all of us here,
Including yourself.
including myself. And
I
Dumbo will
praise.
nod.
I second that.
He'll pull out this separate bag
Phoebus
and
tried to
hand
betray
you
us.
15,000 gold.
Ah!
My man! That's what I was talking about.
Daddy's
with
money!
Hey, I'm like, what does that compass do? You keep looking at it.
Go up that compass.
Wait a minute,
I-
the compass!
Out loud,
I was
I
like,
say
don't-
it's broken. And
don't.
I put it
Hold on, where did
Barb
you?
will say,
We know
in
it's
that
broken.
true insight of, wait a second, as Dumbo and
Hold
Bugs
up.
fly away,
Boom,
you
where
think,
did you?
wait, the broken compass! Like, yeah.
You-
But,
What does
there
the
you
compass
go.
do?
It points to whatever you want most. That's how we got here. That's how he found us.
Yeah, and that's where Dumbo will leave.
Bye!
To the rest of you,
Farewell, good
you
sir.
guys found
Jack's
a lot
compass.
of stuff that you need. Are you ready to get going?
Yes.
No.
I'm like,
I have a question.
I
As-
got one more thing.
Esmeralda has
Same
one
here.
more thing.
And the same here.
I would have talked to Nemo already.
Yes, you would.
I need rings.
Rings?
Two rings.
Yeah, Phoebus is looking through his
two
stuff.
more.
And I need a. This involves Nick,
Okay.
so I have an
What?
idea.
I feel like I would have 2 non-magical
Yeah.
rings
That's
just
fine.
ready to go.
Some, tinkering.
Well, because I have like a whole bunch of crap in my
Yeah.
tinkering room.
Sick.
It's like part of you,
tinker-
that, so you could like.
Obviously, I'm not gonna do it in front of everybody, so I'd pull him aside.
Yes?
Do you want to get married?
No?
Yes.
She stole that from me. I did that
It'll
like
close the
2
spell
sessions ago.
You're
It was
on a
amazing.
ship. Wait, okay. You've
Yeah.
got a clerical marriage with Nemo. You could do a captainal marriage with Nemo. You've got
Yep.
him with
We're gonna get married in
ceremony.
Notre Dame with Nemo.
As you guys,
Ah,
because you
I
can
got dibs on
fly,
mine.
all of you see, the prophet of the Church of Tiger Lily has access to
I can finally
the
walk in the
venue.
church. I can finally
The
walk in
whole
the church for
And
a wedding.
now you can actually walk in Barbosa. Bruno, you're also feeling very like, should I be here for this? I guess I'm.
Bruno, you're automatically invited.
You're here for the
All of you walk
last-
in to.
How you doing, Bruno? You seem a little scared there, buddy.
I'm gonna be a little stealthy though.
Constantly.
I'll sit in the corner with you.
You
I'm gonna be
guys-
front center, so I'm like, I'm finally in a church
Nemo
again.
sitting in front of a now simple statue of a young girl holding a lily, where once Hades' statue was. Nemo and all of you in this long, big old cathedral room. I hope I do you justice, James. Thank you. This little fish swimming
Well,
in
you're
a
doing
circular
great
ball.
so far.
Thanks. So you're all here now, and we can do a big religious thing. I am Nemo. Wait, you know that. I read a pamphlet.
It's okay.
And you are all here for the union of Phoebus and Esmeralda. You see this little fish.
Aw, it's so
So you have to take each other in marriage. So Phoebus, do you like Esmeralda?
Absolutely.
Oh, good, good.
Do you like this world?
Esmeralda, do you like Phoebus?
Of course.
All right. Well then,
Yes,
do
I
you
know.
have I think you're supposed to make oaths or vows. Vows. The word was vow.
It's vows.
I don't know what a vow is, but if you can do
It's
one
a
real
promise.
quick. Gotcha. So, kind of to everyone, they will now promise each other things. You were rapist. I'm so sorry.
This is exactly
Sure.
how it would be.
Exactly.
And Barbosa just tearing up with Jack as well.
Jack the monkey is sobbing.
We're both sobbing together.
Oh, Nick has just.
Kid and Achilles are.
Oh yeah,
certainly
you're
here.
all here. It's a big
A
group
kid,
of bunch of-
kid is my
Wait,
maid of honor. He's
but-
got like a wreath around his face. He's trying to eat it.
Yeah, he's got this weirdly intricate, like, green and brown wreath. He's like, Phoebus, what would you say?
Well, I didn't get the opportunity to do this in the past 6 years of us being together due to an apocalypse and other world-ending events, which are still continuing. But I'm glad we can do it now. I'm sorry I was late. I promise to you that through whatever hellfire we walk through, I will always put you first and make sure that we both make it out.
That's a good promise. Esmeralda, do you have a vow promise too?
It's okay to be late sometimes. But I promise that I will go through hell and back for you and make sure that you and I get out of this time.
By the power invested in me by Tiger Lily, you're married. And you're partners now. And I think you can kiss if you want to.
I gotta get off this.
To the newlyweds!
Guys cheering, everyone just.
I got
To the newlyweds!
Nemo like cast the ceremony.
He
spell
died.
on
You guys get
us.
plus
Yeah.
1 AC.
Plus
for-
two.
Very
Oh,
awesome.
plus two, I forgot.
True.
Oh,
Big
can
Mary's
somebody
got
get
his
me my bottle
perks.
cap? Can somebody get me my bottle cap?
I don't know
as
where
long
we'll
as we're
we'll find
within
it.
each other.
Nick,
Oh yeah.
I'm
Can
asking.
I,
Because I have a question
Roll
for
up.
you.
You want to get married?
No.
Make a perception
Something more important.
to see if
Alright.
And this involves
little
August.
green
as
guy
well.
is different green guy is around. You know, one that we traumatized.
Yeah.
You gotta go
Yeah.
to
What'd you get? This is fun.
We
Hey,
traumatized
Mike.
so many
You gotta
people.
go,
Who
Mike.
are you referring to?
I rolled a 14 plus what my perception is, which I got a 5.
I will say, you got high enough. You know he's not here.
Okay. This
Because
is
this is late at night. This is like midnight coming into.
This is like we went and unlocked the cathedral ourselves.
And
Yeah,
again, what
no
are they gonna
one's
do?
home.
Tell the prophet no, Nemo, right? Like, oh,
Now,
you're kind of like landlord here.
I mean,
Yeah.
okay,
I just
Mike.
know that there were some animals and that a person doesn't need to be having that experience.
Do you want to get married?
Ow.
No.
Gusto. Do you want to get married?
no, Nick,
Just
I
like
have
it
something
goes
to
through
tell
days.
you.
I have a
August, I have a question
Oh!
He's
that
already
involves Nick.
married.
Now, the Pirate's Code has multiple rules. A pirate lord may sound the call, but if multiple pirates in one vicinity all chant it together, the call can also be sounded through public authority. If someone could stealthily influence people, could we get a lot of people to sound the code without the tag of bureaucracy?
Maybe.
Now this is where you come in.
You want to get married?
You guys can't just marry each other for AC buffs. I'm not gonna allow
Stop
that.
that.
It's gotta be true love. You gotta feel it, right?
You
That's
know,
cute.
ever since I met you.
Maui.
Barbo, Bruno.
I'm a single
Baby
father.
rats on your
Listen,
back.
I'm a
Maybe it's
single
the
father.
green.
That's all I need
Um,
to see my kids through high school.
gotta see my.
Is the monkey still sobbing?
Is
Oh,
your
yes.
daughter single?
No, my son is my monkey.
Dang it! Wait, I thought you had a daughter.
Okay, later in the
Jesus.
later in the series, I do
Here we
hook
go
up with
again.
someone. I'm still single.
My bad.
You guys was Barbosa. You are all down by the docks again. Walking back, it's that lovely, like, it feels good. It's that, like, whatever comes, it's always lovely to be a part of
Are
the
there any
wedding. And Barbosa,
Jolly's eating the wreath.
are you going to try to start sounding the call?
Are
here?
there any other sailors here that
Oh,
we hear?
Jolly's eating the wreath, and his eyes are just like he's happy.
Are there any other sailors down by the docks?
Yeah, there's always sailors. It's just the big ports aren't here anymore.
Any
We need a
pirates?
rest.
Here we go. You're not sure though. It's you might have to just like trigger it and see what
Could I have
happens.
perception?
Yeah, roll
Can
me
I go talk
perception.
to some people on the docks?
Yes, you can. To like find maybe who would be.
I'm trying to
best
find some sea travelers.
Passive 15.
I could.
Passive 15.
Hey, bring me anybody you find. I'll talk them into it.
I'm saying.
Here we go. You guys start looking around. Eventually, you know you don't need like people like here. It's you want to be in a good spot where people will hear if that makes
Exactly.
sense. After a while, Barbosa and Nick, Mike, you think there's enough people here that like, okay, we're not trying to stereotype, but like that dude's definitely a pirate. The dude with like no hands probably is a pirate, and like I don't know, that cow looks seedy enough. Right? It's one of those like I'm pretty sure there's enough pirates.
And
in the
word
crowd.
would get round, so that way.
At which point do you sound the call?
I know the significance of what is coming, and I could argue the significance as why I would have to sound the call.
Yeah.
The king and his men stole the queen from her bed, bound her in her bones. The seas be ours, had by the powers, where we will roam. Where we will roam.
Echoing through the docks. A lot of people don't move, but then all of you on passives, this isn't sung by any one person. As the voices are echoing in, a magical call has sounded. You look, and yet as one person isn't singing, and one person is, the song seems to pass through many lips. No one carrying it, and yet all with the song now spreading to the seas. Barbosa, the call has been sounded. You feel the eye in your hand.
Thieves and beggars never shall.
There will come a time now you will have to answer the call and go to Shipwreck's Cove.
The time is soon.
are you all ready to head off?
Jolly shall be awakened soon.
Speaking of time soon,
How much
let's
time do we have?
get out of here before
Yeah.
the sun rises.
How much time do we have?
Before the sun rises.
Still at the call? How much
You
time?
don't know.
Rough
Until
estimate.
enough pirates make their way to Shipwreck's Cove to
Well then.
summon. So
Well-
that's something you just don't know, unfortunately.
Pit stop
until-
in Magentia, then Duckburg, and then
I will
Task.
actually say real quick, I think you guys have
We get to
everything
China.
you need.
We need
Duck-
It's,
Duckburg.
you could hit Duckburg to get them on the way back because you have the eye already, if that makes sense.
It's just always good to have friendly faces.
Can I get a sending spell?
I will
from
give this
someone?
then. Here's what I will say.
Thanks. Love you.
It's enough. Or here, I'll give you this, Barbosa.
My
It's
God, a woman.
if you go, you don't know if they're going to be ready to go. So it's like for time, because unfortunately you guys spent a lot of time, well, in good time too, going to the stores, going to wedding, like doing all these things, and getting the armor made by Dumbo, all these things. If you don't want to waste time, because going there, it's waiting and seeing if they show up. If
Yeah.
you just go to China now, it could be you can easily swing back, just because they're the last thing
Yeah,
on your
China,
list.
then swing back,
Yeah.
and then we go to the Astral Sea to Shipwreck Cove.
Yep.
Also,
That should be easy.
in China, I might need to talk to Zhao Feng, the current Pirate Lord of the
Unless he's already on his way.
China Sea. If he doesn't know, this is basically like while in the vicinity.
If you have the, not just having a piece of 8, every pirate, if you call yourself a pirate, this is a magical sounding in your ears. You can't be at any ship or port without hearing the call. Every pirate in the world now knows a pirate lord has summoned a call. They may not go because they're just normal pirates, but pirate lords know what that means.
Got it.
Jeez.
So I'd
That's
only want to
crazy.
go visit him to get his alliance. Actually,
Here we
that
go.
could still be helpful. Just be like, this is some serious shit.
It could be helpful in China to stop by, but what I will say is now, as the call sounds away from your ears, you all aboard the Meridian. Everyone's got what they need. It was a big shopping episode. And you set off into the sea, becoming the Astral Sea. Again, no checks in. You guys did very well last time. It's Barbosa. It only takes you this time
Hector. for sure.
3 hours to get into the Astral
That's
Sea.
good.
Which is not bad because, again, sailing through the Astral Sea, what you all immediately notice that there is no more need for fear and alarm. The stars and water and wind become air and ground and sky all at once, cutting through this astral plane. You find yourselves moving faster and faster. And no one can stop you now.
Warp speed.
Warp speed.
Well,
After what is only what it feels like for you guys, maybe like an hour or two, can't be any more than 5 a.m. mortal plane. Barbosa, your sextant, compass, and machinery aboard the Meridian tells you you are at China.
well, here we go.
We do another
Right
roundabout.
at China.
Where to?
We
The
need sleep.
destination is ahead on
I
the
need sleep.
Could we sleep in the Astral Sea in reduced time?
Maybe.
Dude, we need
I
a
don't
long
think it
rest
reduces
so
time.
bad.
I think it's just the transition in and out is faster and we move faster. But I think
Yes.
time travel.
Time
or
might.
time
Time is a
travel's not the same.
little more one-to-one astral sea wise.
Ah, it's 1-1. But if you guys slept on the way,
It was like
Yeah,
5
I
hours.
need a long rest.
If you guys sleep on the way, the only person that couldn't long rest would be Barbosa. Just
Okay.
because you need a captain.
exactly. And when we're in China, when you guys take care of your things, I'm long resting.
I
Then
mean, I
visiting.
feel like as soon as we hit China, it's going to be we are hitting a battle. So
Yeah.
I haven't
If-
rested since
I
our
know.
last 2 battles.
That's
you
what
should-
I'm
we should
saying.
rest.
We take
Can-
another
can
hour
somebody
or
else take-
so
take the
flying
helm?
circles.
Please.
Guys, here's the deal. We know that Captain Flint has been defeated and his ship is, well, I don't know if
Yeah.
we know his ship is.
But somebody else
You
could
can
have the
see
ship,
them.
and we could run it to them and be friends.
Well,
Ah, rats.
he's
No,
the,
no,
only,
no.
the only entity that we know of that travels the astral plane.
Krakens.
Let's just, but
Okay,
the Kraken has been dealt with
Okay, fair
recently.
enough.
Why don't we just
why don't we
park
just
here?
park?
Or we could park in the
Can you
mortal
park
plane,
in the Astral
invisible, like we did in Germany.
That works. That we could drop
Can
out
you
and be
park
You
in
could,
the
yeah. I mean that
In
is
the
an
air.
Also
option.
become invisible here.
Let's
You could
do
become
Germany.
invisible here.
Can you?
Let's do
no,
it like we did in
you
Germany.
are. If you were to go, it would be doubling back.
No, we're not going to Germany.
Are
We're
you
doing
able
like we did in Germany, going out of the astral sea.
And turning him
Above
Are we
the-
able
above.
to park in?
in the astral sea. Basically, yeah. It's kind of like
I
circle.
would say
I
that
s-
we don't do
I don't know.
out in China because we know that they haven't been heard from.
We don't know what else there is.
Exactly.
Mortal
Astral
plane
Sea
map?
is the safest place right now.
Right.
We're in a long
I
rest in
would
the astral sea,
prefer to
100%.
run
So
long rest
here's
here
what I
than
would
have
say.
to do it above
I
China.
will be a little just again trying to be a nice DM. If between Jack Ratbird and Phil the Invisible Servant, you could Barbosa take a long rest on the deck, like and watch, like to make sure they help.
I only have to rest for 6 hours, so I could also take over at the
Yes.
Exactly right. And
Thank
so
you.
I will say
That'd be
all
good.
of you can take a long rest before dropping out. You all seem
Thank you.
very eager to do that. Don't know why really.
Hey, yo, Bruno.
I-
How you doing, man?
Can I
feel
send
like
a
you've just been
message,
really quiet
sending
there.
spell to Finnick really quick?
Pretty much the
Why
entire
are you
time.
here?
Yes, you
Hold
can
on.
go for
While
it. Yeah.
you do that,
Being
I'm
very
going to-
confused.
Oh yeah, did you
Thank you.
consent
Uh,
to going
before-
to China with us?
Oh yes,
Really?
Dude, we just kidnapped you. I'm
Before the
so
long
sorry.
rest.
Yes.
For me, Bruno is just awkward enough that he's not going to say like, no,
It's-
I'm not
oh,
going.
like
to
it's that perfect
He's just
like
there. He's
they
like,
got my order wrong at the restaurant. I'm not gonna send it back.
Bruno, would
I'm-
you like dinner? We have a world-renowned chef on board.
Sure, okay.
You know that
Awesome.
Gusto guy? Yeah. The real-
Gusto. What would you like to send him off and to whom?
Sup, bitch. This is Finnick.
Okay, I'm like, wait, where are you sending this to?
This is to Merlin.
To
He didn't
Hayden.
sense it.
Yeah, Merlin would probably say it back. Yeah, no.
What's
but
up,
to Finnick. Go ahead.
Sup, bitch. Lots happened. Need
This is the baby.
PhDs.
PhD.
PEDs. Performance enhancing drugs.
I need
In
50
China,
PhDs
where
on
you-
this one.
Where can we meet?
Oh, this is like a-
You okay?
They're friends.
There's a lot that's happened. I'm doing good.
You see. What up, bitch? In Black Forest.
Oh.
Heavy heat. I got you.
Who isn't in the Black Forest? I'm the
Swing
first
by.
to tell the guy
Family price. Bring party favors.
Explosives.
We can do that.
Yeah, recreational drugs. For
Explosives.
PEDs, instead of like the kind that's like, whoa, this makes you stronger. Like, I mean, still probably not good at the end. He's asking instead of like, yo, give me some of the normal stuff.
Yeah.
It's
Give me some of the party stuff.
basic,
and you get
but
some
basically like knowing where you are, knowing where he is. He's like, oh yeah, swing by. Like, we'll figure it out.
Oh, we'll give you the family discount.
Family discount, yeah.
And?
Charges you double.
That's not your
Hate to see what he charges not his family.
Then what?
You have your
I will say this: you guys will be able to, in taking that long rest.
Hallelujah.
Level up.
No.
But we fought a grotesque actually, not gargoyle.
Wait, through
definitely-
fighting.
I massacred a construct.
Yeah.
Facts.
Here's what I will say:
Killed that thing.
Gusto and Bruno, you can level up.
Only those
From being a part of the party, being a part of all these fight stuff, you guys leveled up. So Gusto, you're at level 10. Bruno, you're
I
at
got
level 9.
chokeholded by a tall.
The rest of you,
Do I get
it helped. You
help?
guys got experience from going around doing these things, but not enough for like anything big for you guys yet, because you're all already higher.
So, over this long rest, I definitely want to put those spell cards into my spell book.
Yeah.
And
Oh yes, because
polymorph
both you
for
can like.
later. But so
during-
now I know polymorph, and so I can just use that once I get those spells.
During
Yes.
the long
Polymorph
rest.
later. But yes, it's during the long rest. You could take that time. Actually, for you, it's super fast as it didn't before. So you just kind of, and there you go.
I have a question.
Jeez.
Can I say a little prayer to a certain sea goddess?
See if she
Yeah, go
answers
for
this
it.
time.
See if she answers.
Oh. Stevie.
That is, you've said it would work.
Oopsie.
Could I use memories from a past life on this?
No, it's just kind of a pure religion-based check of like, how do I do that?
That is a 25.
25.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'll roll for it.
Really good. Because
Here we
we're
go.
on the astral sea. We're on the sea.
Nothing.
Okay, then if not, when we can, I'm
It
gonna ask.
really is hard to get gods to intervene.
Yeah.
Um,
Well, not
here's-
really intervene. I'm just like,
Or to talk. Sorry, I should say. Like,
message me back.
here we go.
That's literally what it's been.
Please
One
answer
second.
your DMs.
Hey, can you
As
Answer
you
your
guys
DMs.
take a long rest, you all realize it is now in the mortal plane, or it could be about 7 or 8 in the morning, just about dawn.
Nice early
Hey, did it look like this?
You're in the astral sea, so you can't tell until you guys
morning. Early
drop out.
morning, 7 a.m.
Barbosa, would you like to start taking everyone out? As you've all long rested, would you like?
Hey, turn invisible before.
Yes, I turn invisible before we start heading out of the astral sea.
Excellent.
So that way we
You-
got extra layer of protection.
Where
And
is
pass
the-
without a trace.
Where is the dark forest, by the way?
The dark
south.
forest
That's
is
south,
on that.
southwest. That way.
I'm going to bring you guys. Here we go, and sorry, let me add in
Oh,
Bruno.
sure. Yay! we
where's
can find
the
a
last?
land.
There we go.
Land ho!
The number of fights we've had on this boat.
As you all
Everyone.
come out invisibly into China, I'm going to describe what you see.
Go!
There is smoke in the air in this early morning. Dawn has yet to break. All of you see, stretching far across your field of vision, a gigantic wall in the northernmost part of this country. As you are in the air, you see on the one side encampments of elves. This entire nation, all in arms. On the other side of this wall, rows upon miles of scaled Wanti Huns. Leading the charge, a large brigade surrounding him. Giant scaled man coming up around. You see hair slicked back, sword held high. Catapults are raining either side. Magical runes, boom, bamf on the wall as they hit, holding it. You see the wall is cracking and shaking. And that's where we're going to end tonight's session.
What?
And
I
hey,
know my China
is
hasn't
that
responded.
it? Thank you all so much. Bruno, you know. Thank you all so much for playing. Thank you all for
Bruno.
watching. We'll see you all next time.
Woo!
Bye-bye.
Woo!